Welcome to Preecaaap UFC 300. Ooh, big one. Every fight on this card is banger. Everybody made weight today. I did watch the weigh-ins and the ceremonial face-offs, which we're gonna go through again with you guys. But yeah, this is a pretty crazy card. There's not one bad fight on the card. I mean, there's Bo Nickal, Cody Brundage is not the greatest fight, but I'm saying there's excitement to be seen on every single one of these fights. And now that did you watch the press conference? Dana increased the bonus money from $50K to $300,000. $300K for the bonuses now. And you know what was kind of funny to me was during that, like, he said that because one of the fighters, like, hey, since this is, a big event and you got all these good fights, maybe you can increase the bonus. And they're all yelling, everybody's yelling, and he's like, fine, 300,000 is the bonus. And all the English-speaking fighters were going nuts. They're going crazy. But then you see, like, Alex Pereira and, like, and Whaley and, like, Jan and all the non-English speaking fighters, like, what's going on? They had no clue. And everybody else is like 300K, but I'm sure they know by now, obviously. But still, you think there would be something that maybe the translators would have said, been like 300 in Portuguese or whatever, than just to see their eyes light up. I kind of wanted to see their reaction. But anyway, $300,000. These guys are gonna put it all out there. Every single one of these dogs now is going to be barking. They're going to not fight for your money. They're going to fight for their money on this one now. You know what I mean? And they kept saying it after that, 300K, I'm going to give everything. I'm going to, put it all out there. So that was awesome. Anyway, let's get into this. I'm sure Real Fight Picks will join us. I saw him on. Yeah, he's active on the StreamYard. I don't know what the hell's going on. Where are you? But we're gonna start, and he can join us after, I guess. Maybe he's selling a house or something, whatever he does. So, as Nate Acosta says, let's fucking go. I can't curse that loud, otherwise I have to pay the swear jar. So here we go. Opening the card. We got Davis Figueiredo taking on Cody Garbrandt. Oh, what a fantastic curtain jerker that is. Figgy's 22-3-1. I think he is a pretty sizable favorite. You got Tapology. You're not sharing screen, Dave. Come on. Get with it.
Sure?
You're not sharing screen.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. And Cody Garbrandt, 14-5. There you go. Thank you.
Sorry, team.
So let's break this down a little bit. Let's go into Davidson's history, and we'll see his last five. We'll focus on his last five and see if we got some. Yeah, you're right. Tapology is now coming with pop-up ads. That's everywhere. A new thing. I don't like
everywhere.
I'll pay a premium price just to not have that shit. Anyway, that's okay. Deus de Guerra. You know what that means, Dave? God of War. He's coming off a win against Rob Font, New England Cartel. Rob Font. Before that, he lost to Brandon Moreno. He fought Brandon Moreno like what? 3-4 times in a row. Unbelievable. Let's see. You got it open? Yeah. All right. So Brandon, 1, 2, 3, 4. Was that more? That's 5 times, right? Oh, that was a cancel.
No, there was a canceled one, but there was the opening draw. But regardless of that is kind of you have to take those fights and put them in a little box
and just move them out of there.
Separate, because that's different.
Look, this Cody Garbrandt fight was supposed to happen before. See that? And I guess Cody's been wanting him in any division, any weight division. For some reason, Cody's been wanting this fight. And look, Joseph Benavidez twice in a row. Anyway, Davison is the better of the two brothers. Obviously, he's pretty well rounded. He strikes hard, and now he's going because most of the time he was at flyweight, right? And now he's going up to 135. Or no, this is Cody's going up. Cody Garbrandt's going up to 135, correct?
Yeah.
And Davis Figueiredo's fought. Has he fought?
His last fight was 135. If not, they've been I believe 125. Yeah, all of his Moreno fights would have been 125.
Yeah, so he was at flyweight as well.
And his Perez fight would have been 125 as well, yeah.
But Cody, he was the champ. Let's go to Cody now. Cody Garbrandt, he was the champ at I think flyweight champion, right? And now look at that red down there. I didn't even check that out before. I had to open this crap. I got to put it on a different screen so I can follow along.
I mean, I just don't like his last quality of opponents. I mean, he's got his fight against Brian Kelleher, wonderful. Yay, he won in the first round. Brian Kelleher is a 24.
I know, but now look at Brian Kelleher now. He's like a DJ now. You know that?
Even like, Trevin Jones. Trevin Jones was a decent fighter, but I mean, 13-9 record.
Cut.
He's
not even
exactly. So
nothing.
And before that, you've got losses to Kai France, who 22-9. Then Rob Font, 18-4.
Rob Font.
I mean, he's beat Rafael Esancienso, but that was like 4 years ago. I know.
Look, he started out with a sea of green since 2012 right up through till TJ Dillashaw in 2017. That was his prime. That's when he was his best version of himself. You know what I mean? And then he has since fell off a little bit. Whereas in Davis Figueiredo's he's been on the upswing. I think at 135 he's undefeated. I think he's 1-0. Right? He's only had like one fight at Rob Font. That was it.
Yeah, and he beat Rob Font, and Rob Font beat Cody. I get it.
Yeah, you know what? I think Cody's been getting ready for this. He's been in Vegas. He's pumped, and now that's 300K. He was one of those you could physically see the hunger. Like he's like 300K. So one of the media guys like, well, how do you see this going out? He's like, for 300K, I'm going to knock him out. That's what, in his past, that's what carried him during that sea of green. That's what carried him. Hey, better late than never, I guess. But Cody Garbrandt, that's what carried him in that sea of green, his confidence. It was, top end confidence, and he's bringing that confidence to this fight. And you know what? He might not throw as hard as Davis and Figueiredo, but you got if you pull up the stats, I guarantee he's got more volume. So Dave, pull up the stats, and right now I'm leaning the underdog, Cody Garbrandt. I know he's plus money, nice plus money. I know he's nice plus money, and I'm not sure if I know Davis Figueiredo moving up to. He had that fight with Rob Font, but Cody Garbrandt's been at bantamweight for a bit, I do believe. So I think he's accustomed to this weight. And in the face-offs, you'll see he's a little bit bigger, I think. And he's bulked up. You can see his arms. You'll see. We'll see when we see him. But let's go over stats. How you doing, Real Fight Picks?
Oh, I'm doing good, guys. Sorry, I didn't realize that, we're running on time today. My apologies. I'm happy to be here, and I'm excited for this fight, this card. Pumped up. I'm pumped up to be here, so appreciate you guys.
Sweet. So, yeah, right now I'm leaning Cody Garbrandt, but if somebody's very persuasive, I could be swayed back to the Figgy side.
Oh, so I can do it.
Dave?
Let's hear it. I want to hear it, Dave.
All right. Yes, he does not have the height advantage, 5'5" compared to 5'8", but the reach advantage does go to Davison. 3-inch reach advantage at 68 inches versus 65 inches. On the feet, you were hoping Cody was going to be busy on the feet. 3.08 versus 3.06.
Oh, so he is just barely underneath. How accurate?
Both of which are negative striking ratios. Strike absorbed 3.46 versus 3.91. Slightly better ratio for Davis and Figueiredo than Cody. Accuracy 40% for Cody. Defense is at 60. He does have that nice guard that he gets behind when he does keep his hands up, which is whatever. Anyways, takedown average 1.65 versus 1.110 versus 1.10. Advantage for Davison there as well. Advantage on the takedown accuracy as well. This is going to be mostly a stand-up fight. I do believe. I don't think this is going down on the ground. If it does, takedown defense, 80% for Cody, 58% for Davison. Submission average, though, for Davison, obviously way higher, 1.6 versus 0.0. Cody's not going to be the guy who's going to submit you on the ground. There is not one thing that leads me to Cody on this card or on this fight. The quality of opponents, the history, the skills. I just think it's a different level, man. I got Davison Figueiredo all day long. Probably by decision, just because Cody's going to give it for that 300,000.
I don't know, dude. Cody's chinny. Cody Garbrandt's lost
very chinny, very chinny.
So,
but I mean, I think he knows that's his problem, so he's going to be guarding against that. Whether he makes it the 3 rounds, it might happen. But I just don't see any scenario where I can put money on Cody here.
Well, Davis Figueiredo's minus 310 on Bet Online right now. Cody's plus 260. Oh boy, I'm greedy, dog or pass. But real fight picks. What's your breakdown on this? What do you think is going to happen here?
Honestly, I never was the biggest fan of Cody Garbrandt. I couldn't deny him after he beat Dominic Cruz. I couldn't deny him. I really thought he was going to lose that fight. I thought he was going to get exposed, but he was just a better man that night.
He's getting bicep girth. Watch his flex here. See, wow. Yeah, he's gotten a lot. He's jacked. I don't know about a lot, but he's bigger than if you watch other weigh-ins and stuff. Cody, he always looked like that scrawny
tag. Is that Elon Musk?
No,
was that Elon Musk?
No, it wasn't.
I was tripping, dude, because I thought DC was wearing a Tesla shirt for the weigh-in show today. I thought that
maybe
was
Elon Musk. I don't know, but I don't think Elon Musk is not up there. I would have noticed.
Okay, I thought I saw him with the backwards hat. You'll see who I'm talking about. But anyways, I'm gonna go with Davison Figueiredo. I feel like he's the more well-rounded fighter. I think Cody is more of a boxer. Also, I can't trust his chin because Davison, don't forget, even though he was 125, he was a heavy hitter, and he still has some, I'm assuming he has some lightning in his fists. So, Cody changes. He doesn't take a shot well. He changes as a man when he gets touched on the chin and becomes, he's done. He's done. And I can't trust Cody's chin. And so give me the favorite. And Davison Figueiredo, and I honestly think he would be somebody I would put money on for one of these fights.
Minus 310, you're going to pay 3-1 odds.
I thought I just assumed they would be closer for for Cody being an ex-champion, so I take that back. I would not put money on that fight, but I got Davison all the way, 100%. I would never trust Cody Garbrandt with how chinny he is. Never.
I'm looking
only against lower competition.
Where's Cody Garbrandt working out? Where's his facility? He's Alpha Male or a strong style fight team. So this is 7 weeks ago, and he's with some people I don't know. I'm trying to figure out. I think it's I don't think it's Alpha Male. I think it's probably that strong style fight team maybe. I'm not going to go deep and look at all these people he's with and figure it out. But, yeah, I think he's looking mean, too, in it. You see him? Look, isn't he starting to look? He's serious. I think he's going to – I don't know. I think he's going to be a first fight of the night. He's going to mess up everybody's parlays.
You know what tipped me, though? I was on the fence too a little bit, and then it tipped me as how well Davison did against Rob Font compared to how Cody lost to Rob Font.
Horribly.
Yeah, so you can't play MMA math. It's all about matchups. And yeah,
I can play math saying that Cody hasn't won a fight in. Wait a second, hang on.
Well, right there, I just see green.
Okay,
Right
he
there.
sucks. He sucks. He
So
sucked.
what?
And he lost to him. He
Brian
sucks.
Boom Kelleher is not. He doesn't suck. He's just aging out, and that
Okay,
was
I'll give him-
2023. That was
I'll give
December,
I'll give
and
him
he won
his
with. He
win
knocked him
against-
out, Dave.
Yeah. Okay. So his last win that I'm going to give him is going to be Dominic Cruz. 2016.
Cody's a gatekeeper. That's what he is. He's a gatekeeper.
2016. What year are we?
2024.
Okay. Thank you.
So do you think Brian
8
Kelleher is
years
just a walk
ago.
in the park?
No.
We're not going to go through and.
I think his prime was 8 years ago. Davidson's all over this.
It was his prime, but I think he's still got enough left. At least he's not fighting Brandon Moreno 4 times. I mean, Jesus, what are you going to finally somebody not Brandon Moreno?
Go where the money is.
Whatever. Okay, let's see. Let's pretend Rob Font didn't happen. Before that, his last win, Brandon Moreno. Well, 1 out of 4 ain't bad. 1 out of 4 ain't bad. And before that, who they got? Alex Perez.
Yep.
He's
Joseph Benavidez.
Joseph Benavidez, so good that he got to beat him twice. Really? Beat him
Pantoja?
twice. Tim Elliott, come on. Yeah, 2019.
Pantoja?
Still. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
By the way, he finished Tim Elliott. He finished Joseph Benavidez both times.
Yeah,
I'm
not putting shade on him. I'm just saying you guys are counting out Cody No Love. Where was I? Let's see. Wrist circumference on Cody, probably the harder hitter at this weight division. I agree. Yep. It's all about the girth, circumference. It's all about the girth. That's what they say.
That's hilarious.
I don't like the fact that he's wearing his watch on his right hand.
Look,
0 heart
I'm
circumference.
retarded. About butter. I'm retarded. All right. Anyway. I'm just messing with you about better. What are you retired? Retired or retarded? I don't know. You didn't finish. I get retur. I'm retur. Yeah, I'm taking Cody though. I think he's on a different mindset. He's in a different game plan. So, all right, we're split there. You guys are both on the favorite Figgy, which I don't blame you. That's not a bad pick, but I'm just taking the dog here. Okay, moving on. Next, we have the oldest fighters on the card, most veteran fighters, Bobby Green and Jim fucking Miller. That's what he likes to go by now, officially. You know, you heard it. But anyway, Jim Miller, he won at UFC 100. He won at UFC 200. Now he's going to try to do this one. But he's taking on a tough Bobby Green. Let's pull up Bobby Green's first, Dave. Let's pull up his recent. Okay. Oh, coming off a loss to Jalen Turner, who was also on this card. We'll talk about that. And then Grant Dawson beat him. That's a good win. Tony Ferguson's not really the best win because Tony Ferguson, I think, is just not good. I mean, I'm sorry. He's got like a what?
He finished him. Finishing Tony. Okay. Tony Ferguson. Yeah.
But look,
finishing means something.
The chin drew Dover, took care of him. Islam Makhachev, that's a given, you know. Not Nasrat hot press. That's a pretty decent win, a unanimous decision there. I mean, so you can't hate on his most recent, his last 5. But he's taking on Jim fucking Miller. Hey, watch my language. Because the swear jar, Jim Miller, open him up. A10. That's an old name. That's an old picture too. Jim Miller's 40 years old now. Just throwing that out there too. But you know what? It's not like Bobby Green's young. I think Bobby Green's up there too. But anyway, Jim Miller. Look at his last 5 coming off, and he's streaking right now. Coming off of 2 nice wins. One was a face crank against Mowgli, Gabriel Benitez, and before that, who the fuck is Jesse Butler? What is that? Was he just a prospect or something? Jesse Butler.
A lamb to the slaughter is what he was.
I guess so. Round 1, 23. Oh, I think I remember that guy. Didn't he have a stupid mustache? Let me see. Did he have a stupid mustache? Yes, he's got. He does have a mustache, but I don't know. I thought I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else, but
he's a can.
Yeah, this guy sucks. He is a can. I don't know what he come in to replace short notice replacement. Had to have been. Must have been a call up.
And Gabriel Benitez was good.
Officially retired. Done. The bout better is over. Aw. This event is my. What do you mean? Hold on. If you're not accounting for the Brow Ridge copying, it's casual anti-science, probably a racist. Okay, that's a little deep, but about better. This event is my best. Oh, don't do that. Yeah. Are you retiring from what? From gambling or watching UFC? I don't get it. Anyway, retiring from doing content? That's all right. You can quit and come back. A lot of people do that. Anyway.
Just ask what's his name?
Who?
Sorry. Never mind.
Who we talked about before the show?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody asked me to remove the videos, but he was very respectful, and I didn't remove him. I just set him to private. I don't want to give any hints of who it was, but he looks like if he put on a wig, he'd look like Marina Rodriguez. I'll tell you that. That's my clue to who. Anyway, whatever. Look at Bobby Green, all hyped, wearing that big gold. And boy, when Dana said when he said now the bonuses were 300,000 rather than 50K, Bobby Green reacted big time. Boom! Like I said earlier, all the English speaking fighters erupted when Dana was like, "Okay, I'll increase the bonuses to $300,000." What? But then you see like the non-English speakers just sitting there awkward. Like, what's going on? Alex Pereira's like he didn't even phase. I don't even think he understood what was going on. Same with like Jan and Whaley. Well, Whaley, she speaks enough English. She knows. But anyway, regardless, he's money driven. Bobby Green is money driven on this fight. A little more incentive. He's going to put it all out there. But I can't go against Jim fucking Miller at UFC 300. Because you know what? The judges don't like Bobby Green. And if he does go to decision, they'll give Jim fucking Miller a robbery win. I'm pretty certain of that. So I'm going Jim Miller. I'm pretty confident with it, even though he's a sizable underdog too, I do believe.
Did you see what he just did there?
No. What?
So he walks out. Hang on a second. I got to bring it back up again. Because, Jim Miller gets on his crutches, walks up the stairs, gets back into his wheelchair, wheels himself over to Dana, then stands up and kind of does his little thing. Look what Bobby does. He comes out. I think he jumps the. Okay, where is he? There he is, right here. He jumps the fence. He does a little move in the crowd, hops the fence, no arms, gets back up.
It's like 3 foot high.
Dude,
He's hyped. $300,000 for bonus pay.
Jim Miller doesn't have the white boy vert to be able to clear that. There ain't no way.
That doesn't matter. He's got the punching power to knock this guy out. I mean,
he's got to pay for those gold chains, though. There's some motivation there.
So what? Who doesn't have gold chains? Every
Jim Miller doesn't have any gold chains.
He's too country for that. He's a hunter and stuff. That's not his style. You know that. But look, Bobby Green is 31. Their record. This is a good matchup because they're both like double-digit losses. They're both got veteran records. Bobby Green's 37. It's not like he's like still in prime. Jim Miller's 40, yeah, but 37, 40, there's not much of a, big gap there. So it's not really a big thing. So it could go either way, but I'm going to go with the New Jersey native Jim fucking Miller. and I explained why already. So what are you guys thinking?
Man,
Real
some
fight
of these
picks?
people, I faded big time. Like I faded Jim Miller. I didn't pick him up for any DraftKings lineups. I faded Cody Garbrandt. No faith. I have no faith in Jim Miller. He's an amazing fighter, unlike Daniel Cormier. I believe Jim Miller should go into the Hall of Fame. Like what he's done has been pretty extraordinary, even though he's finished these UFC cans just to have an extra fight on the card. I mean, it started with Eric Gonzalez and basically everybody he fought after. Pretty much a can, with the exception of Gabriel Benitez, who I didn't really ever believe in. I even watched the UFC Tough Latino house that Gabriel Benitez and Yair Rodriguez were on, and I never really believed in Gabriel, so I don't count that as a fight, as a good win. And Bobby Green, I know he's a little younger, and this isn't why I'm picking him. I just think it's going to take place on the feet, and I feel like Bobby's going to out-volume Jim Miller. I feel like he did pretty good against Rafael Fiziev, and I felt like he won that fight actually still to this day, so I don't count that as a loss. And I'm going with who had the most impressive win recently, and this was Bobby Green when he beat Fiziev. That loss, the most recent impressive.
The most impressive loss, Bobby Green, when he got knocked out by Jalen Turner just 4 months ago.
No, I think the most impressive was Islam Makhachev, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm saying like who's had the most damaging loss 4 months ago. Jim Miller hasn't lost in a year and a month. He hasn't lost in over a year. He's streaking a little bit.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So you think Bobby Green's a little bit damaged?
4 months ago, knocked out Jalen Turner. He's on his card. Ask him. Yeah.
Wow, that's a good point. And it was really bad.
Well, that's what Crystal just reminded me. He said 40's better than 37 coming off a KO. He's right.
That's a good point. That's well put.
And I told you why I'm taking Jim Miller. The crowd's going to be loving him. The judges will give him a robbery if it goes to it. He won UFC 100 and in UFC 200. Why break the streak now? This is going to be his last UFC hundreds. You know what I mean? He's not going to make UFC 400. That'd be crazy.
I mean, you're really making me doubt my pick now, and you're really making me doubt the fact that I didn't pick Miller for any lineups. And, the guy survived. He survived rabies.
Lyme disease. He survived Lyme disease. Couldn't even beat the man.
That's true.
Look at Crystal saying Green got KO'd six times in a minute.
I'm done. I'm gonna go with Bobby Green. I can't change. I'm gonna stay on it. He's got the better hands. Bobby King Green.
All right, Dave. What are you thinking?
Bobby King Green is going to have a 2-inch height advantage. The reach is the same. I think he's coming way more hyped. I realize Jim Miller is in for 300, but I think Jim Miller just in for the record books and for the Hall of Fame to be in the 1, the 2, and the 3. Strike land per minute 6.14, 2.96. Strike absorbed 3.74 versus 3.18. Advantage to Bobby Green. Negative striking ratio to Jim Miller. On the ground, only 1.58 for Jim Miller, 1.20 for Bobby Green. Bobby Green with a 74% takedown defense. I mean, if you're looking at the stats, you look at the people.
Oh, look at you're skipping the ones that Jim Miller's better at. How about submissions?
1.7, but you can't.
To what?
0.3.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought.
All right. You want me to go? I
don't.
You want to do this? Because I'll tell you who he submitted.
I don't want you to do that. We don't have time like that. It's a lot of big fights on this card. We can spend a half hour on each. We don't have that type of time.
All right.
I mean,
Roosevelt Roberts, Clay Guida. That's good. Jason Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Alex White. Who?
I appreciate that.
All right. I won't go with that. Neck crank.
All right.
Benitez. There you go. There's your most recent one.
Okay.
All right. Sorry, I didn't want to suck up too much time.
This is my second underdog out of 2 fights. All right.
Now, mind you, there's the stats in this one, and then there's the UFC/WWE storyline that they might want to follow. And yes, there is definitely a storyline for Jim Miller to win in UFC 300. Yes, that would create some kind of fantasy Snow White fairy tale.
And that's what's going to happen, Dave.
The UFC. It might happen. I could see it happen.
Probably will.
Our odds are 150 to minus 175. Plus, I mean, I'm so on Bobby Green. I like him. I might put him in a parlay or two, just because I'm hoping the reality of.
So what?
I'm on Bobby Green.
All right, and what did you settle on? Real Fight Picks?
I'm on Bobby Green. At this rate,
right.
I don't know what we're going to agree on because I have some underdogs coming up, and I feel like you're going to be on the opposite.
Right. So. I got some more underdogs too. I got a surprising amount of underdogs on here. I was shaking my head after I looked at it all. So let's move on. Moving up the card, we have a good.
The only fight I don't care about on this card.
What?
The only fight I don't care about on this card.
Oh, I care about them all, Dave. I care about each and every single fight. We have Jessica Andrade, the little beast boy, is taking on Marina Rodriguez, the older 36-year-old skateboarding striker. She does skateboard at 36 years old, which is Brazil. What are you gonna do? But let's break this down. I don't care who you want to check out first. Let's check them out though. Check out their recents anyway.
Number 5 ranked strawweight.
Start with
Jessica Andrade. 5'1" midget.
Open.
Let's go.
She is, but and you know what? I heard like a lot of these fights that she took short notice. For example, the since Aaron Blanchfield, that was back a year ago. She was paying off a divorce she had to her girlfriend, and she was using these fights to so she wouldn't lose everything. That's what I heard. I don't know how much truth it is, but I kind of believe it because she went to Aaron Blanchfield. I think it was short notice, and she looked like she had a decent first round, but round 2, she didn't have. She had zero. She had shit energy. She was just not her normal, striking out there self. You know what I mean? Then Zhang Nan, who is going for a belt in tomorrow. So she got knocked out by her. But I think that it's kind of like this. These were like kind of pickup fights. Tatiana Suarez. So you can kind of, I don't know. It's just, I don't want to say you can give her an excuse because you can't, because she lost all 3 of them miserably. You know what I mean? And then she turns around and beats the shit out of Mackenzie Dern. What Mackenzie Dern, she thought she could strike for like a fight, but then Jessica Andrade was like, nah, you can't strike. All you can do is submit, and we're not going to go there. So go ahead and stand stride, try to strike with me, and look what happened. Left hook, straight right. But here she's going against another striker in Marina Rodriguez. Marina Rodriguez coming off a very good win over Michelle Waterson-Gomez, who's, I think she's aged out. She's up there in age. But you got to look here. Marina Rodriguez is 36, almost 37, so she's right around the corner for being aged out. Jessica Andrade she's 32, so she's still got a couple years left of prime fighting age, I would imagine, for women. But back to Marina. Before that win over Michelle Waterson-Gomez, she lost to Verna Jandarova, and before that she lost to Amanda Lemos. But before that, look at a split decision win over Yan Xiaonan, who is fighting for the belt tomorrow. And before that, Mackenzie Dern. And Mackenzie Dern tried so hard to submit her, and Marina Rodriguez is not a ground type of girl. She's not good on the ground, but she managed to fend off close submission attempts from Mackenzie Dern, despite it going to the ground 2 of the 3 rounds that they fought, if I remember correctly, and I think I do. So, this one also is pretty close to me. Who's the favorite? Jessica Andrade's a slight favorite, which I don't really get. Maybe you can clarify that when you read stats, but right now I think I'm going to go with the Marina Rodriguez. She's got the length, obviously the height. So she got height and reach already. That's a definite. And I think her striking skills are a little bit, they're not as strong, but I think she could find her mark. She's going to get more volume of strikes, and it will go to a decision. And that's what I'm hoping the judges are going to go by volume, not by, because Jessica Andrade she hits like a man. She hits like a dude. So but I just don't see her finishing Marina Rodriguez. Marina Rodriguez is tough. I don't know. I can go either way on this, but I'm going to go with plus money. Again, I'm taking another dog. I can't believe it. I can't take it. So what are you thinking on this one? Dave's going to run the real fight picks. What are you thinking as Dave runs the face-offs?
Okay, so, man, this is a really, fuck. I'm kind of stuck. I was on Marina at the beginning of the week, and I switched to Andrade later. After looking at the striking, I did look at the stats, and I was surprised to see how close they are in striking stats. I think I'm going to just use the face-off. I mean, if Marina looks way bigger, but the thing is, this is at 115, and Andrade fights up all the way up, to 135? So this is kind of like Andrade's division, but is she going to be gassed? Is she going to gas? Is she going to have a good first round and then gas out like she did in Aaron Blanchfield? And I know she was taking that. She took that fight on short notice. She was trying to pay off her debts. I get that too. So I'm so on the fence. I might have to just join you in picking Marina Rodriguez just due to the length.
Look at
and
those
the fact
biceps,
that I think she can win a decision.
She does look like a high school high school wrestling. Like she looks like she's being like I don't know.
Does that turn you on?
No, neither one of these. Like Marina Rodriguez looks like E-Money MMA picks. Oh, remember I wasn't supposed to say that, but
you know what? I'm gonna go with, after looking at the face-off, I feel like Marina Rodriguez is gonna keep this standing. I feel like she's gonna be the longer fighter. I feel like she's gonna utilize that. You can't really do MMA math because they both beat people that the other one lost to. For instance, Zhao Yonan or Onan, Marina Rodriguez beat her. Marina Rodriguez beat her. Jessica Andrade lost
did
her.
Not. I know you can't play MMA math now with any. It's all about the matchup, That's
and from now on, when I can't decide like this, and then it's a woman's fight, I'm gonna pick who I think would win a decision, and I think Marina Rodriguez.
I think Dave might be able to clear the air once he reads some stats, because I don't really know I know Marina Rodriguez can strike, and Jessica Andrade she's well-rounded. I think she has probably a better ground game, but I don't think it's going to go to the ground. I just got to figure out volume and strikes absorbed and stuff. So, Dave, now it's your turn.
Well, that height and distance is going to be hard to overcome. As you can see in the face-offs, you got a stacked little boy versus a female fighter. But the distance is going to be...
Is that our boy?
What?
It is. Marina has a nice ass. It's definitely our boy. Illinois Bigfoot changed his name to Rico Lopez. Love it. I love it. Miss you, Illinois Bigfoot. Miss you.
Huge. Okay. So
I want to know what's going on with him and the grocery girl, man.
And did we do a fat ass comparison? I don't like to do that with Jessica Andrade because she creeps me out, looking like Justin Bieber. It kind of makes me feel kind of homo. So let's not. All right, back to this, Dave. Can you read those for me?
Yes. Marina Rodriguez, strikes land per minute 4.77 versus Jessica Andrade's 6.77. Sorry, 6.67.
Wow.
Huge advantage.
I did not think that.
Now, take this with a grain of salt. She's a little girl. Strike absorbed 5.36 versus 2.89. 5.36. That's a lot of strike absorbed. She's taking.
She does eat them. She eats them. That's why she eats them.
Eats them going forward. She's little. She has to take those punches. Now,
so Rodriguez is more elusive. Like what the strike differential? That's pretty sizable, isn't it?
2.89 to 5.36. That's huge.
Yeah,
that is huge. I mean, the defense is only 56 to 54, but you would think that it would be way higher for Marina on this one. But the point is that right now with the UFC judging the way that it is, if it does go to the ground, and I don't think Jessica she's not long enough, and Marina is able to fight off the ground, off her back, I don't think the judges are going to give her that much points. I don't think she's going to be able to power that much to be able to get the points on the ground. Her takedown average 2.45 versus 0.25, so she does have the advantage on the ground. Takedown defense 72% versus 66%. Takedown accuracy 54 versus 42, nothing great. Submission average 0.4 to 0.2. I don't see either of these girls getting submitted. I do perhaps see Jessica being able to take her down for a certain amount of time for some ground control time. But on the feet, I'm going to give Marina the advantage. On the ground, I don't think Jessica's going to be able to do anything to convince the judges that she's.
I was thinking about it. Her style is like she'll eat punches because she is tough. Jessica Andrade is tough as nails, but then she throws like a flurry, like combos, but they're kind of wild from the outside. It's not like jab. It's like a couple hooks, like couple lefts in a row followed by a right. But she throws flurries. That's why she's got a lot of high volume, but she does eat a lot too. And Marina Rodriguez, she's more technical. She's like elusive. I think she's more plotting and planning with the location of her strikes, and she hits her mark. But it's just not like a flurry. It's not like she'll do like 3-punch combos, but she's not gonna. I've seen Jessica Andrade go in there and just bop, 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 like she's hitting a speed bag. You know what I mean? I've seen kind of but with hooks.
The one thing I don't like about the stats though is that Jessica Andrade, honestly, let's look at the fight that she's had in her last little. In 2023 alone, Lauren Murphy in January, Erin Blanchfield in February, March, April, May we've got Yan. June, July, August, September we've got Suarez, and then November we've got Dern. Who fights 5 fights in 1 year?
Somebody that's in the middle of a divorce. That's who I'm telling you. There's truth behind that rumor. She was, and you know what? Like, who's it? Crystal said she quit. She quit OnlyFans too. Right here, she deleted her OnlyFans. So she has to fight.
Crystal's on the ball here. This is where I get it. You're trying to make money. I don't like this 25-12. You double-digit losses. I don't like that at all.
I hate that too. But she's safe. She's coming off a win against Mackenzie Dern, who's 13-3. So it's not like she can afford to lose this one. She's not going to be cut because it wasn't like 2 or 3 in a row. If she was going to get cut, it would have happened after Tatiana Suarez. But Jessica Andrade, she was a champ before, wasn't she? Did she wear a belt? She was a champ at one time.
She's beat Dern. She's beat Gomez twice. She lost to Verna. I get it, but that was I'll give her the Verna and the Limos loss, as those were some 2 decent fighters. I think she's going to be able to handle Jessica Andrade. I think she's going to be able to do it. It's going to be a distance fight. I do believe.
You know why she deleted her OnlyFans? Because she's freaking gross. That's why. She's freaking gross. Ugh.
So, mild dog here, guys. Plus 110 versus minus 138. But I'm going to lean Marina Rodriguez. But staying on
there we go. Yeah, but female fights, they don't make our 3-leg at the end anyway. But yeah, we're all on the side for Marina Rodriguez, and I think I like that pick now that I'm looking at it more. But yeah, who knows? Female fight. Moving on. Now, this one I've been back and forth too, and I'll tell you why. We got Jalen Turner, 14-7, taking on Renato Moicano. Money Moicano's 18-5-1. Boy, Jalen Turner he's coming off that knockout of Bobby Green, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
But Bobby Green, as I mentioned, kind of like aged out, double-digit loss, veteran type, gatekeeper type. He's going against Jim Miller, and I'm picking against him. So that's not. I don't see a lot of quality in that win, but Jalen Turner is getting better and better every time he comes out there. Renato Moicano, fan favorite because he got the podcast. He's funny. He wants to be a cop and beat up all the bad guys. That's what he said. And he's got a good personality. He picks fights. He does handicapping. Moicano's great, and you know what I like about Moicano is he can snag submissions real quick. He'll if he sees a exposed neck, he'll snatch it up, guillotine or rear naked. He's good with that. But if it stays a standing striking fight, you got to give that to Turner. So because he's definitely longer, right? What's the Tapology say on the reach?
5.5 versus 72. Yeah. So Turner's got a 4-inch height advantage.
A little bit.
He's be coming in with a 3.5-inch, almost 4-inch reach. And not to mention a 6-year age advantage.
I know that's what sticks out too, and I think that's what influenced the line, because you can see right on Tapology says Turner minus 250, moderate favorite. But I got something sneaky making me feel that Moicano might be able to snatch his neck because he's quick with that. He's good. He looks for it, and he's an American top team. You know what I mean? It's just I don't know. Moicano, I want to go that way, but like I said, I've went back and forth. I haven't sat on a decision. I didn't do my Tapology picks yet. I got to do them right after this show so I don't forget. But yeah, I've been in a conundrum here. I've been on the fence. I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys talked me into one of them. Real fight picks. What are you thinking?
This is one of the easiest picks that I made. So you got a split decision, right, for Jalen Turner versus Gamrot. You have a loss over here, Renato Moicano, who I thought he was going to beat our DJ or our RDS. And he couldn't take him down. In fact, it was like the other way around. And I feel like if Moicano cannot take Turner down, he has zero chance. Zero chance. I looked in the stats, and I want to say I'll give him credit for one. I want to say he has one knockdown in all of his UFC fights. One compared to 7. And he's had one in like 10 fights. He's had 10 UFC fights. He's had one knockdown. On the other side, Jalen Turner, 7 knockdowns in 6 UFC fights. And he's not going to be taken down. So what is Moicano going to do but get finished, but have to, quit? He's going to break Moicano, unfortunately. Like you said, he has a great show. He's a good handicapper, very entertaining, bubbly personality, trains in Coconut Creek, Florida. I considered all of those things, and I still landed on Jalen Turner easy. He's probably a huge favorite. I don't know what the odds are. But
he is. I just say -2. Well, Tapology is I'll check right now. Bet Online.
Yeah. That's
Turner
playable.
is -205. So the line moved since Tapology put it out, because right now Jalen Turner -205. Moicano is a +175. Plus money. Don't make me pick all underdogs on this card. But
I'll play Jalen Turner inside the distance.
What's that? Let me change my mind here, please. Let me change your mind, because Renato Moicano is just not a good pick on this one. All over Jalen Turner. Yes, he is -225. Go over some stats real quick. Does have the 4-inch height advantage. Is going to have the 5-inch reach advantage. Healthy reach advantage. Now, this is important because Jalen Turner, strike landing per minute, 6.02 versus 4.41. Heavy advantage on the volume for Jalen on the feet here. Strike absorbed 4.63. Positive striking ratio versus 3.40. Barely positive striking ratio. The volume and the ratio is going to lean towards Jalen Turner on this one. Now, this is going to be skewed a little bit, guys. Takedown average 0.88 versus 1.80. Totally understand. Look at Jalen defense's takedown, 75% versus 72%. Jalen even has more submissions at 1.2 versus 0.6. I think on the ground, Jalen's going to have the advantage. Granted, his opponents haven't wanted to take him down. That's why he's at the 0.88. But I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, yes, thank you. Jalen Turner is fighting out of Carlson, Gracie, Riverside.
I don't know. Let's check his Instagram, because you can't go Tapology. They don't update their crap. He could have been there years ago. So I will check out. You keep talking, Dave. I'm going to check out. Or unless you want to do it, let's check out.
This is how fast we can do this. I'm almost like Jamie.
All right, there you go. Go to the other one with the emblem. You can read it. Find right there. Nope, with the bonsai tree or whatever in the background on the wall. Not that. That's a stupid snake.
What are you talking about?
Snake. He's probably scared. The one on the right. Go up.
Somebody help me out with the bonsai tree
right
on the back wall. Right here.
On down. Ooh, he can ollie.
Dude, you're fucking killing me.
Little tail grind. Right there on the right. That one. See the trees in the background? The logo. What does that say? Orange County?
Yes.
Orange County. So that's RVCA, or could be either one of those. So yeah, he's still at the one of those, Carlson, Gracie, Riverside, or RVCA, obviously. Oh, shooting a gun. He's an active dude. Skateboarding, shooting guns.
This is I'm so confident on this pick. It's ridiculous.
Well, we can only be fair.
Look at it. He's like really good. He's not like an amateur. He's like solid.
Skateboarding?
Yeah.
He likes reptiles too. Look at all the reptile. He's a tarantula, but he's got more. I haven't seen a spider. I've seen a bunch of snakes, and there's a lizard right there. There's another snake underneath. So I like my snakes, man. I like my snakes. I like reptiles. I'm gonna catch me a lizard. I get that lizard.
That's like somebody catching a chicken. That's pretty good.
That is good. Is that him? Oh, got him. Going crazy. What are you gonna do with that? You keep it as a pet? You can't tame those.
No, man, you gotta kill those. Those are invasive species, man. There's so many.
Oh, really? Fry it up.
Poisonous.
Put a skewer through it. Throw it on over fire. All right. Let's look at Money Moicano. Ooh, Money Moicano, real quick. Even though most of that will be probably podcast stuff, but yeah. What are you eating? Real Fight Picks is probably eating something taco or burrito or something, right?
No, I'm gonna have gnocchi. I don't even know what that is.
So racist.
Gnocchi.
So racist. Right off the bat.
He always eats tacos and shit, Dave. It's not racist. It's true.
Ooh, that's fucking funny.
Stupid.
That's funny.
That sounds Japanese. What'd you say it was called? Gnocchi?
Gnocchi?
Yeah, that's something Japanese.
I'm not looking forward to it. I'll tell you that. I wish
Let's
I had
see if
taco.
What are you having Korean barbecue night there, Ranch?
Huh? That was last weekend. What did I have tonight? I had a Reuben. You know what a Reuben sandwich is?
Yeah, I know what. Yes.
I don't know. I don't know if they have those in Canada.
Smoked
I've had
meat.
a couple
They
Reubens
call.
in
I
my
think in
life.
Canada they call them.
Smoked meat, Swiss cheese, rye bread.
I think in
butter.
Canada they call them La Reuben. La Reuben. All right. Anyway, look at Moicano. Go down. Let's see some training. Oh, not a lot of training pictures. Don't like that.
There you go.
Oh, American Top Team. I can't read that.
It says Pode, Jamalo, Melhor.
You can't keep up with that. Oh, you're talking about Jamal Hill versus
we were talking shit to Pereira in front of Brazilians.
Okay, whatever.
A little food talking bad about Alex Pereira. It's a joke. Okay.
Oh, take him down. He's got his dress pants on. And
he's taking no, that's not. That doesn't count, does it?
No, he's got his dress pants on and his socks on. Look, you can't even get grip with your socks on. Dress socks, dress pants. Guy was going to go to a job interview, and Money Moicano was going to take him down, double leg takedown. Not even a fighter. He was just asking him interview questions. Who do you think is going to win, Jamal Hill or Alex Pereira? How would it take you down? Do that. All right. Spent enough time looking at his.
Oh, there we go. He's with.
Oh, there he is. Do some push-ups, big boy. Or Vlad will fight you.
Smashing John Morgan right off the bat.
Morgan, MMA junkie. Oh, good times. Yeah, I can see where you'd want to take Jalen Turner. And man, I'm just not sold on him for some reason. I'm not sold on him. I think Moicano's better, and I think he's going to catch his neck. And you know what? If I flip and go to Jalen Turner, and if Moicano does get a sub like a rear naked, I'm going to kick myself in the ass. So I'm going to stick with my gut, my first pick, and I'm taking Moicano. That's my fourth dog in a row out of 4 fights. You got to. Next fight, I'm taking the favorite though. So
that's a terrible.
Anyway,
pick,
you guys are both.
Ranj, you got to change your pick, man.
No, I'm not gonna. Last time you guys told me to do that, I lost. That was the only one I lost too. That was the almost perfect card, except for I switched the pick that you both told me to switch, and that's why I lost the perfect card. So
I don't remember your last almost perfect card. What the fuck was that?
It was what I get the first place, like third in the whole world on Tapology. Remember that? Or sixth in the world, some shit. Look at Jalen Turner. He's looking like Night Train, Jamie Pickett right there in that flex. You know what the thing is, Moicano, man, he takes damage and he looks like shit too. He gets all.
Why did he even put his hands up? He's not even going to use them.
You don't have to. You just grab single leg.
He should do a stranglehold when he walks up there for face off.
He's going to be a cop and beat up the bad guys.
There's Elon Musk. Never mind.
Told you.
It's not fucking Elon Musk.
Shit, he's looking for Mark Zuckerberg. Like, where's he at? There we go.
Hanato won the face-offs. I agree. I think
he
did too. I think he did too.
That
what's the fan say? 77% taken. That's the casual pick is Turner by TKO.
Why is it it's actually the researched pick?
Maybe
that's the researched.
No, it's the Tapology community. That's everybody that goes on Tapology just plays the, pick game.
Honestly, I would love to pick. I would love to take Turner, drop a little sprinkle on Turner by sub.
Sure.
Love that.
All right,
you'll see tomorrow. I'm gonna write it down that I said that just so I can gloat.
All right, I'm gonna take a sprinkle on Moicano by sub. You'll see tomorrow.
What time is it?
All right. Moving on.
Picks are right here. You can see them. I'm open and honest. All right. Next one's my most confident pick. All right. Hit it up, Ranj.
We got Sodiq Yusuff, 13-3, take on Diego Lopez, 23-6. Sodiq Yusuff is, you got it open? There you go. It's coming off a loss to who, Dave? I mean, I don't have it open. Can you just, why don't you do this? I have to go refill my beer. Open, introduce this fight.
We'll go deep. Sodiq Yusuff, 13-3, coming in 30 years old, coming off of a loss. His last loss was against Edson Barboza, who was 23-11, who sucks. Before that, he beat Don Chanis, which I know is Ranj's guy. Ranj, Don Chanis lost. Surprise. Anyways, Don Chanis is no longer in the UFC. I don't think he should have ever been in the UFC regardless. Thank you. I appreciate he's Ranj's friend, and they follow each other on Instagram, and they're whatever bum buddies. They do touch butt in the park. Before that, he beat Alex Caceres, who honestly is not impressive in any way, shape, or form. And he lost to Arnold Allen, which I get it. Arnold Allen was a decent fighter back in the day, back in 2021. Not very many fights per year. 2022 was his big year where he fought 2, which is Don Chanis and Alex Caceres, which is not a good look. 2023, he had his 1 fight and he lost against Edson Barboza. Not a good look for this guy. Not a busy fighter. And I believe this 13-3 record is definitely padded. Now let's go over to see Diego Lopez. 23-6, busier fighter, obviously more losses. I'm super confident on this guy. I don't know whether I have a man crush on him or not. 29 years old, coming off of 2 wins over Pat Sabatini, who was 18-4, Gavin Tucker, who was 13-3. Honestly, not the best fighters, but guess what? Knockout round 1. Triangle armbar round 1. Finishes him when he's supposed to. His one loss against Musar Evelev, 16-0. I'm not going to fade him against that Musar. I do believe he did take that fight on short notice as well, just to get into the UFC. Before that, he beat Angel Rodriguez, and he was in some bunch of grappling. I like this kid's ground game. I like this kid's stand-up. I don't think Sadiq Yusuff has a chance in this fight. I am so big on this guy, it's not even funny. All right, I'm done my intros. I shamed your guy, Don Shaman, too, by the way.
I heard you when I was in the kitchen. I heard you.
Right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Don Shaman's is my boy, but you know what? He's kind of, I don't know. What am I going to do? He's my buddy.
I mean,
not the best fighter, but regional scene kicked ass, though.
You got to admit, though, in the UFC, he should have no business fighting in the UFC, especially not against.
Well, he was called up like he had like a week and a half short notice against Sadiq Yusuff. Week and a half.
There you go. So I mean, you've got a week and a half short notice. That's his last win, and before that was Alex Caceres, who was 19-12 2 years ago. I got to go Lopez all day long here. Who's the active fighter, who I think is the bigger fighter, he's definitely the bigger fighter, who I think has the more skill, has the grappling, has the knockout power. This is my all-in money bet here, especially because we're only at minus 150. If this doesn't make the parlay, I don't know what's going to.
Right. You know, I heard Diego Lopez also. Where's he? His facility. I don't think that's. I'm looking for it on Instagram, but he's also like a coach. Like he coaches.
He trains in Mexico. I heard.
Well, I'm looking at his Instagram. It's showing pictures out of Las Vegas. Must be the UFC PI or something. I don't know. Just a bunch of. And this is like 4 weeks ago. He's beating the shit out of this guy with pads on, like flurries of strikes.
He looks good.
God. That's the best I've ever seen in my life.
Definitely the best haircut in the whole card.
100%.
Absolutely.
I like Cody Brundage's haircut.
Oh, no way. This is
Diego Lopez,
the best haircut I've ever seen.
I wish I could grow it like that. It's like you don't even need a comb over, but you have it anyway with a mullet. You know, it's freaking awesome. Oh, his Instagram, there's a little UFC toy of him. I didn't know that. That's awesome.
I'm not there yet. I'm still on face-offs.
Yeah, that's fine. And look, he is bigger too. Definitely bigger. I'm with you, Dave. This is my Diego Lopez, my first favorite I'm taking.
I can't believe the odds are what they're at. I'm so all in on this guy.
Yeah, was he minus 135 on Bet Online right now? Sadiq Yusuff comes back at a plus 115. Real Fight Picks. What's your pick on here? What? You're on mute.
I'm sorry, guys. Man, that was the best beginning of a breakdown ever, and I'll never be heard.
Oh, well. Man, sucks.
So I got Sadiq Yusuff, guys. This is why I'm a little bit worried that we're not going to match 3 like picks. I'm willing to go ahead and do just so you know, we've been keeping track. I actually, for the people that don't know, we have a group chat on Instagram, and I clipped a clip that shows we're all even. We're all even all across the board. Me, Dave, and Ranj. Nobody owes a T-shirt to me. I don't owe a T-shirt to them, but I will a T-shirt.
I think
both of you at the same time.
I'm owed fucking swag.
You're owed 1 T-shirt from me.
That's good enough.
My bad.
Yeah, I do owe you 1. I already have it picked out too. Can't wait to get it for you.
You fucking give me a touchdown. I'm gonna kill you.
I kind of want to bet. I want to bet Dave because he's so high on Diego Lopez, but I don't want him to say that I'm taking advantage of the slur.
No, I've only had. Wait, no, we're good. We're good.
Okay, it's under 6. It's under 6.
We're at 4. You're good.
And that Ranj is our notary.
For that. 5. So we're good. You're still
under notary, matter of fact.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, you know.
All right, regardless, I will happily t-shirt bet you. I will fucking hoodie t-shirt bet. Or I will hoodie bet you on this one.
Okay, let that be cool because it'll put some little make me nervous, and that's what I want. I want to be on my
scared, but I want a nice
on the edge of my seat.
If
I lose my right hand,
I need the new Venom hoodie that's coming out. So this is for the new Venom hoodie.
Heck, I seen that UFC website. It's ridiculous, and I gotta ship it. I gotta pay the tariff.
So do I.
Tariff tax.
I gotta pay the Sherpa.
California.
You gotta get a Sherpa to get it to me.
Yeah, let me just give you I mean, it's gonna cost extra anyways, Dave. Let me just buy what I can afford so I can feed my family this week. But you're on a hoodie bet.
Fucking hoodie bet. And you know what? I will give you some props here. Look at this. So Yusuff in the stats, strike landed per minute 5.72 versus 2.47. Oh, more volume there. So I can absorb 4.33 versus 4.91. Way better odds for Sadiq on this one. Oh, look, on the ground. Takedown average, 0.28 versus 0.00. Way huge advantage for Sadiq there, too. Takedown accuracy, 20 versus 0. You have a huge advantage there. Takedown defense, 62 versus 42. Huge advantage there as well. Dude,
Ranj already notarized it. He already notarized it.
You should give me some odds on this thing. You have the best odds of this fighter as well. We're not going to mention the submission average of 0.4 versus 5.3. Don't talk about that.
Hey, I looked it up, and Ranj is right. Lopez was a jiu-jitsu coach. He's been doing jiu-jitsu since he was little. He was a purple belt when he was 16.
Where's he a coach? Lobo Gym? Is he a coach at the Mexican Lobo Gym?
Somewhere in Mexico. So. I didn't finish the story.
It's Lobo. It's got to be Lobo Gym because the other gym is in Brazil. I think. And you know what? He said something in the press conference about representing Spanish-speaking country, Latin America, and also my Brazilians. So I think he's like a coach at Lobo Gym. All the pictures, I think they're all at the UFC PI because he's in Vegas. We're getting ready.
Yeah, it says Lobo Gym. Lopez previously taught a seminar that year in Lobo Gym.
Oh, perfect. There it is then. Where are you reading that stuff?
MMAJunkie.USA
today.
Okay. Look at the 300.
UFC 300. You want to take your Sparta shot to the UFC 300?
Yeah, that's kind of campy. Like
it's your Sparta photo shoot.
It's kind of corny, but
are we talking about
I'm still picking him though. He's still my pick. I don't care how corny he is. All right.
Are we talking about the new gloves here? Because
you want to talk about the new gloves? Did you see on Dev's Instagram? He had Chris Curtis in the chat on his Instagram feed. Did you see that?
No.
Dev MMA Jesus had a chat, and Chris Curtis, the fighter, Chris Curtis was there, and they were talking about the gloves. And what happened now? The new gloves force your fingers down a little bit so it lessens eye pokes. You know what I mean? Because you're like this with your hands. The gloves actually force your fingers so they're bent. They're bent down a little bit, so it'll be less eye pokes. That's what the whole thing with the new gloves is. But then Chris Curtis was saying something about the stitching is a little different. I don't know. I really didn't get that deep into it, but yeah, the new gloves, that's a big deal, I guess.
I don't think the proper place to start them or to debut them is at UFC 300. This is something you should start. Why not? This is something you should start like on the low edge and then kind of bring up over the course of time.
Throw it in there.
But I guess, and you know what? I hope they stole some of the patent from what's his name? Who builds gloves? Who's the coach? Chat, help me out here.
From where?
Trevor Whitman.
Thank
Trevor
you.
Whitman?
Trevor Whitman was the original designer of the gloves that kind of put your hand
Look,
down.
Bigfoot says the new gloves can have more knockout power. I think that's because they're bent like this. I know they're made specifically less than eye pokes because all these fights that are getting turned to no contest or stupid early decisions because of stupid eye pokes is ridiculous. So
it's not about knockout power. It's more about like retaining these things that are made for playing piano as opposed to hitting people. Trevor Whitman's gloves really protected it, and you could tell like the foam, the padding that was in there. He had the best gloves in the world. So I'm curious to see how these gloves are going to rank against Trevor Whitman's gloves. It was pretty impressive, the padding. Anyways, regardless.
All right. You ready to move on?
No, we're going to talk about shorts later on too, because remember like a while ago you weren't allowed to bring your flag in, and now we've got a couple fighters who are getting like specified shorts.
What? I didn't see none of that.
Oh, you guys didn't see that?
No.
2 fighters we're going to show you later on with special shorts
with national flags on their shorts.
Oh man, main event. Pereira. It's got some special shorts coming.
I guess we'll discuss it when we get there. I don't like to jump ahead. We have a bunch of fights in between, so let's move on to the next fight. We got your girl, Dave.
Oh,
Holly Holm.
No, don't do it.
What? The Reverend's the preacher's daughter or whatever?
She might lose.
Yeah, she probably will. She's taking on Kayla Harrison, who everybody thought was going to have trouble making weight. She didn't. She made weight, and I think she recovered very well. She looked great. She looked great in the face-offs. And the weigh-in, I don't even think she had to use a box of shame. She just went up there, weighed in, made it, and at 136. Perfect. On the dot. She thank God. And I know in the press conference, they're like, so what do you want out of this? She's like, I just want to win and a damn burger.
Fucking hamburger.
Yeah, a hamburger and the win or something like that, which is pretty cool. You know, Kayla Harrison, most people know she was a gold medalist for judo. And she was ranked number 1 in the gold medalist, obviously, but the world's greatest judo practitioner for females. And then she had her career over in PFL, which she was very successful in. She does have that loss, 2 fights ago. Yeah, let's check it out. She had a loss, but I think it was kind of fluky for some reason. I didn't see it, watch it because I don't watch. I usually don't watch PFL or any of that.
All right. I did some fight tape watching on this one.
What's that? You did?
Watched a lot of
fight tape?
This one. I watched her fight against Aspen Ladd. Her fight against Aspen Ladd. Oh my God. I didn't realize how soccer mom Aspen Ladd had let her career go. Horrible fight.
Yeah,
Aspen Ladd.
Unfortunate.
Not impressive. I mean, that was a horrible.
Was Aspen Ladd the one her boyfriend was yelling at her in between rounds because he was the cage side, her boyfriend / coach?
I'm not positive, but I think so. But regardless, the Aspen Ladd did not come to fight that fight at all. Before that, she lost to Larissa Pacheco, who is really not that good. I mean, if you look at Larissa Pacheco, I mean, all right, maybe she's that good.
Really not that good. I saw a sea of green.
Yeah, but
really not that good.
She's lost
huge
to Kayla,
winning streak.
She lost twice to Kayla, so that was a rematch. So we're looking at 2 or 3 on that one. I get it. She is very good, though. Before that, Martina Jindrova, who was 6-2 beforehand and is now 6-5, coming off of a huge losing streak. Not impressive at all.
Julia Budd's good. She's Canadian, isn't she? Julia Budd. I think she's a fellow Canadian.
Julia Budd.
Anyway, that's all right. We don't have to go through the PFL scene. We don't have to do this.
One more. Caitlin Young, 12-12-1. Was what is now 12-13-1 and hasn't fought since. And that was 2022. So we're talking about can she lost to somebody who wasn't really good, and Aspen Ladd really did not do fucking anything in that fight. It was a horrible fight to watch. I'm still bored watching it. I've lost 15 minutes of my life watching that fight. And Aspen Ladd turned like a soccer mom. It wasn't even funny. Not impressed with the last four fights. Now, having said that,
but
UFC, and this is one of the ones that I'm going to buy into the UFC / WWE / Disney fucking. Kayla's coming in here for a win. The fact that she made weight so easily.
Holly Holm is 42.
Yeah,
she's like you're legit. She could have been in school with you.
I could have dated her.
Right?
Could have.
I still can.
I still might.
I still might. Good.
You never. Don't.
I will not date Kayla Harrison. She looks like she got a man face. But
I will take the preacher's daughter.
I mean, but yeah, that's what the odds are. She's heavy favorite. It's heavy favorite, no matter what book you look at. And I think it's kind of unfortunately for you because I know you're a huge Holly Holm fan, and I like her acting skills. She was in Fight Valley.
Hopefully,
excellent job.
Hopefully, she'll have something after her retirement. Yeah. No, so I love her. I think she's gonna lose. I'm on Kayla Harrison all day long. It is minus 450, so I'm not going to play those odds. I think the fight is way closer. I think it's a coin flip or a little bit towards Kayla, but the minus 450, no way.
No way. There's definitely. I'm not playing her at all. Not even in a parlay or no nada. If anything, I might even throw a scratch off on plus 350 Holly Holm, plus 350. Yeah, but the sensible pick would be Kayla Harrison. She's, much younger, and she's got the jiu-jitsu gold medal and all that crap, or judo gold medalist. Holly Holm you can physically see in her face-offs, she looks defeated already, and she's lost a step. You can't deny that. She's definitely not the same fighter she was, back in her day when she was knocking out Ronda Rousey and all that. And look at Kayla's looking prime.
Jacked.
Look at those. There's dudes that wish they had those arms.
I do.
Oh, yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is people are like, oh, she's never fought at bantamweight before. And Holly was hoping she'd miss it because Holly was like, if she don't make weight, I'm not fighting her. She made weight, and now I think Holly watch when they face off. Holly looks kind of scared. Here, she doesn't even look like she wants to be in it.
No,
right there. She's
I know.
Like, oh boy. Yeah,
what the fuck was that?
You don't very much have the mom leggings. Like mom leggings don't Lululemon does not make mom leggings. Somehow Holly Holm got mom leggings.
Those are Venom mom leggings.
40 some odd year old.
But look she just already looks like I don't see any confidence in that face. Do you?
I lost. I'm sorry, guys. I'm losing.
No confidence.
And I love Holly. I wish
Kayla's just like, yeah, bitch. Yeah. But I will Holly Holm, she was a fantastic, she had a fantastic boxing career prior to MMA. I think she wore a belt for a while in her boxing thing, but now it's just a different era, different. Yeah. So we've already spent too much on this. What's
Holly, I love
plus 350? Plus 350 for Holly. Yeah, I might still throw a scratch off on her, but just because my respect for her.
Yes.
But she's gonna lose.
Well, it's not my respect. It's something else.
I pick Holly.
Yeah, your boner.
Home. By the way, I got Holly to win a decision. That's where you should sprinkle. I promise you, I do. Here's the thing: have you seen Kayla Harrison fight? She always looks good. I know she hasn't looked this good. This is her second fight or first fight at 135. What if it killed her to get down there? She looks good, but what if she only has one round? And here's the thing: I've seen her fight, and she fought a can. And she kind of struggled in the first 1 or 2 minutes, taking the can down. So people assuming she's just going to come and take Holly down. I don't think it's going to be that easy. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I've seen her try to take a can down. She eventually got the can down. But Holly Holm is not a can. She's a 42-year-old glass. a 42-year-old glass bottle, who's not a can. And I believe, I mean, I'm not the only one. There's plenty other cappers that are on Holly Holm.
Yeah, I know that Kunith MMA guy.
Yeah,
he's
so
on Holly Holm as well.
I think the sensible sprinkle is on Holly Holm by decision, because you're not going to bet the money line.
Oh, look at with Amanda Nunes, the two goats.
Yeah, they've been friends. Like Amanda was at those sad fights where she was fighting cans, showing support.
Well, she's fighting cans because she was at 155 pounds.
You know what? She may be able to judo throw Holly, but I know that maybe I don't know. Holly's pretty good wrestler, and she comes from Jackson Wink.
Yeah, but Kayla's at American Top Team, so I mean, you want to compare gyms? Jesus, I remember I saw her like in a little, like a thing with Sean Strickland, and because they were both at the same. It wasn't American Top Team either. I think it was over like in Vegas, one of those like Extreme Couture or something, and Strickland was doing just like his own, maybe his video content or something, but he was like, see this girl right here? She's made more in one fight than I've made in my whole career. This is years ago, before he was champ and stuff. I'm like, okay, Kayla Harrison, she's a real deal. Oh, pretty Holly. She's an attractive lady.
For her 40, she's fucking hot as hell. Show me another 40-year-old that you could. Yeah.
Oh, there's plenty, dude. There's plenty. 40's still prime for me. 40's my target age. You kidding me?
Yeah,
I like her with the safety glasses. That's cute. Doing some woodworking. I don't know if that's going on with that. There you go. That's what I want to see, Holly. That's what I want to see. All right.
6 weeks ago, I can't even do one.
That's one.
I know, right?
She's a pro. I love her dearly.
Let's go.
I'm just buying into the WWE
hype because it's real. It's justified too. And like I said, I love Holly as well, but 42 years old, I think she's aging out, just like that happens to everybody. What are you going to do?
She's older than any of my girlfriends.
She's older than all mine too. Well, not my wife, but she's older than my girlfriends. All right. So we're split again.
Fuck.
That's all right. We still got this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fights left. We got to agree on 3 of them. I think we might.
Right here. We have to agree on this one.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe because I've heard a lot of people taking the dog and Calvin Kattar too. Because Calvin Kattar from the New England Mafia, right? Probably the best UFC fighter out of the New England area. He's better than Rob Font, who's also out of New England. Calvin Kattar, I think, is probably the best representative of the New England fight scene. But Aljo, I know it's his first fight up at featherweight 145 because he's usually a bantamweight fighter. But didn't he wear the bantamweight belt until he got beat by Sugar Sean O'Malley? I'm pretty sure he did. And if you look at his previous fights before, I know Jan, that whole thing with Jan was destroying him before the stupid knee to the head back in the day. But then what happened in the rematch? He earned it. He earned it back. The split decision right there, he did. He won that, and I bet against him, which I was salty, but I can't take it from him because he won that. He backpacked him the whole thing, which is a shitty way to win, but he does what it takes to win, and I think he will have that potential to do the same boring backpack to Calvin Kattar. Calvin Kattar, remember when he fought Max Holloway, and Max Holloway got the record amount of strikes against him, which was pretty freaking, and Max Holloway was like punching him and talking to, I think, Dana or somebody on the outside. I'm the best. As he's whipping Calvin Kattar's ass like 200 and something punches is fantastic. But I will give it to Calvin Kattar. He did not go down. He's manned up, made it to a decision, but man, did he take damage in that fight. Aljo, on the other hand, if he comes out like he did the first fight against Jan, where he got the whole knee to the head thing, if he comes out with that, he's going to lose. But if he comes out as he did the second fight with Jan, with some smart game planning, finding out where you're weak at, and Petr Yan is not the best grappler. He's a striking guy, Petr Yan. He can defend and stuff, but Aljo just backpacked him the whole freaking every round and won a boring ass decision, split decision. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Aljamain Sterling here. I think, but Calvin Kattar does have it's a fight, so of course they both have a way to win. I think Aljo is just a little bit better when it comes to being well-rounded. Striking, Calvin Kattar's probably you're going to run stats, but I think he probably does got the volume. But Aljo hits harder, I think. I don't. It's a tough fight for me, but I'm going with Aljamain Sterling. I did pick a side, and I'm sticking with it, and that's what I'm doing. So, what are you thinking here? Real fight picks.
Oh man, so I'm with Illinois' Bigfoot. I got Calvin on the boxing. Here's my thing: is I don't feel like if because Aljo was never gonna take Sean down, and Sean, I know he's tall, but he's a little he's a weenie, and he wasn't gonna take him down. And Calvin is 10 pounds heavier. He's fought the bigger men. And I don't think, obviously, Aljo doesn't have a chance because he's another one who I think has no knockouts, 0 knockdowns, or 1 knockdown maybe. He has nothing on the feet, nothing to. That's his problem. I don't even know how he got all those wins now. Maybe he's just topped out because that's going to be his problem because he doesn't have enough on the hands to make you think about. So that he's going to take you down and give you some trouble. He doesn't have enough to make you think about, and that's the problem. I feel like Calvin just knows as long as it stays on the feet, he wins. So he's going to focus on staying on the feet. I'm pretty sure you think he's not been training, and he has good people to train with over there at his gym on the New England. They're all into that grappling stuff.
Remember when? Yeah, listen. Remember this little foreshadowing. Remember a week or two ago where the guy from New England took on that bazooka guy from Sarah Longo Jiu-Jitsu, where Aljamain Sterling was in his corner. And the other guy was from New England Cartel. Forgot his name, but you know what I'm talking about. That Dennis Bazooka and whoever the other guy
Connor Matthews.
Yeah, something like that. I think this is going to be similar to that. I think Sarah Longo or whatever, Longo Weidman, Sarah Jiu-Jitsu, whatever that place in Long Island is a better training facility than the New England Cartel. And yeah, I'm leaning Aljo, and I'm going to stick with that. But I understand where you're coming from. Calvin Kattar does have some pretty good boxing skills. Dave, did you run stats yet, or are you going to do that now?
I'm ready for my take. Am I ready yet?
Yes.
I guess, because Real Fight Picks is taking Calvin. I'm taking Aljo. What are you taking?
I'm actually curious. I want to know what you have to say, Dave. I want to know.
Slam dunk here, kids. Almost as confident as I am about my last bet. Coming off of a win 3 years ago, then another win, another win, another win. And then I believe we had an injury after that win. And we kind of were forced by the UFC to take the Sean O'Malley fight 4 months after our surgery. I believe we had a shortened training camp. We only had 3.5 weeks to fight against Sean O'Malley. On top of it was totally stacked against him. This was not a fair fight. And the UFC, in their graciousness, have served up Calvin Kattar, who is perfectly set up for Aljamain Sterling to absolutely annihilate. Calvin, coming off of 2 losses against Arnold Allen, knee injury, sure. So
and that's an injury too. How is he? Maybe, you know what I'm saying? That was a year ago, year and a half ago.
Okay. The guy hasn't stepped in the ring in a year and a half, and then he was injured. And you're going to put him in against somebody who used to have the title, who fucking earned the title, and who lost his title against Sean O'Malley in a questionable way as far as his notice, as far as his injury recovery, as far as what they forced him to do. Yeah, I'm sorry. Calvin Kattar is being served up on a platter for Aljamain Sterling. I'll go over the stats if you really want to. Calvin Kattar, fine. Strikes land per minute, 5.12 versus 4.73. Aljamain, for a ground guy, insane volume on the feet. Very impressive. Not a sniper like O'Malley is. I get it. But 4.73 is a lot of volume. Calvin Kattar, strike absorbed, 7.10. How can you have a negative striking ratio when you fucking knock out 5 strikes landed per minute? Somehow,
because of the Holloway fight.
That's very impressive. Like, it's hard to take 7 strikes when you're given 5. That is horrible. Aljamain actually has defense, 2.41. Over 5 strikes absorbed per minute difference. This is ridiculous. Let's go to the ground game now. On the ground game, 1.97 versus 0.42. Do I really have to explain or defend Aljamain Sterling ground superiority as far as this Calvin Kattar guy goes? No way. Aljamain is your backpack guy. He's your ground guy. This is his bread and butter. So you're telling me this guy's going to have the advantage on the feet and in his bread and butter, he's going to have the ridiculous advantage? I don't give 2 shits about the 91% takedown defense. That means nothing fucking to me as far as the guys who he's gone against. Yeah, I'm sorry. I used to hate Aljamain Sterling because I was a huge Yan fan. I've been turned over, and I think this is a no-brainer. Aljamain Sterling all day long.
Agreed.
And
you know that Aljo fight with Henry? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, and at minus 170, he parlays with my Lopez at minus 150. I love those 2 bets right there. Minus 150, minus 170. That's my 2-fight parlay lock of the night.
Let me you know that fight he had with Henry Cejudo, Aljo? Henry Cejudo is a Olympic gold medalist wrestler. Aljo took him down 3 times in that fight. Olympic gold medal wrestler.
Henry's smaller than me.
Why didn't Aljo use wrestling against Sean O'Malley? If he did that, if he used wrestling against Sean O'Malley, he probably could have won that fight. That's why his fight IQ I'm questioning it, but whatever. I'm still on the side of Aljamain Sterling. So yeah, again, we're split. We don't agree.
6 more fights. We got this.
We might. We'll see.
Big fight. Calvin has never been submitted.
He has been.
No,
he has been once. Yes, he has. So look at his Tapology.
Who did he get submitted against?
I don't know, but it says 1 sub loss in the first round. I'd have to go back. It's probably against let's see. Don Carlos Claus, maybe in the Massachusetts regional. I don't know, but go up. You know, it has the TKO.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. James Jones.
Oh, there you go.
In 2008.
There you go. See?
That was the one time
freaking loser. James Jones. I think I know that dude.
He's probably talking shit right now.
I think
Don
Shane is beat the shit out of James Jones.
He's 16-16. He's actually got a record.
16-16,
even record. He's 54.
54 years old? Yeah, and he beat the shit out of Calvin Kattar.
Well, he lost to Danny Gay. I mean, he had some good fights. Okay, well, regardless.
A doctor stoppage round 1. That wasn't a really good fight. And look, yeah.
That's the guy who subbed him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Calvin Kattar got subbed by that dude.
All right. Regardless, I cannot put any money on Calvin here in any
I
way.
see he took a loss to Hanato Money Moicano too back in 2018. That's
He loses to everybody.
That's kind of weird.
Who hasn't he lost to?
Oh, Giga Chikadze, that's a good win. He beat Danny Gay. He beat Jeremy Little Heathen Stevens. Who the fuck is that guy? What?
Over 4 years ago.
I know. Well, Giga Chikadze, that was 2 years ago. That's not that long ago. That's probably his best win.
Yeah, and Giga hasn't done shit since then. He beat Alex Caceres. He beat a fucking can.
Everybody shit on Alex Caceres.
And by the way, Giga was beating fucking beforehand, beating Edson Barbosa and beating Cub Swanson, both fucking shitty fucking records.
Yeah. Anyway, we're starting to go down a hole. We're not talking about Giga Chikadze here, so let's get off. All right. So yeah, we're split. Real Fight Picks is taking Calvin Kattar, and we're taking Aljo. So let's move on to the feature fight of the prelims. We have Yuri Prochazka, the European Samurai. What does he have a nickname? I think he does. What is it? It's like but he's like so zen now. What's that say? What's that mean? BJP. That's a corny nickname. But he's taking on Alexander Rakic, the Rocket. But here's the deal with this. Alexander Rakic is he's coming off loss to Jan Blachowicz by leg injury, TKO, about almost 2 years ago. Whereas in Yuri also coming off an injury, he lost to Alex Pereira, left hook to hammer fist. But before that, didn't he take time off to get like a massive, after he won, he had to vacate the title because he had some massive shoulder surgery that the doctors were saying he might not be able to fight again. But then he found like this whole Buddhist Zen type of, I watched like Embedded before the before his loss against Alex Pereira. There was like this Embedded, and they show him like meditating in the woods and crap. And he's like, now he's got that little man bun, but it's kind of like a samurai thing. Like, you know how the samurais, samurai. There it is.
Twat
there
knot.
it is.
Twat knot.
Twat knot. That was who's that guy with the twat knot? He won too, didn't he? Or no, he lost. That guy. Who was that? I forget. But that shit's funny. Twat knot. But Yuri's is not a twat knot. It's a samurai thing. It's a samurai knot. Because he wants to, he's like Zen now. He's found like that whole, I don't know what you want to call it. But Alexander Rakic, I know on MMA Junkie or MMA Weekly or one of those things that I keep getting through my algorithm feed, there's a little thing that said Alexander Rakic said gonna be the battle of the European God forces or something, be the best European fighter. I don't know. Because they're both like relatively close to each other. We got Yuri Prochazka is born. He's like from the Czech Republic, and Alexander Rakic is fighting out of Austria. I know he said something about the best two fighters coming out of Europe. We're gonna find out who's the best in Europe or something before this. Okay. But I'm going with Yuri Prochazka only because Alexander Rakic. Take a look at his resume, okay? And we're gonna pull it apart a little bit because I'm not impressed with it. Let's see. Lost to Jan. All right, whatever. Thiago Santos has been cut from the organization. Anthony Smith in 2020 was already. That's when he started to become the washed up lion.
Where's my teeth?
You know, lost to Volkan Ozdemir, who's not all that. And before that, who's the best person he beat? Devin Clark, maybe? Because Justin Ledet is garbage. I don't know. This Jimmy Manua, I don't even know. Look, head kick round one. Come on. So I'm just saying, I think the caliber of fighter that Yuri Prochazka's beat and lost to is way better than the caliber of fighter that Alexander Rakic has faced. If you look at Yuri, he's coming off. He got the belt from Glover Teixeira, right? That was when he got the belt. Then he had to give it up because of the shoulder surgery. Yeah. And even before that, Dominic Reyes gave John Jones the toughest fight he had. He beat Volkan Ozdemir, who, if you want to play MMA math, I think I just saw Volkan Ozdemir beat Alexander Rakic. Am I right? Look, CB Dalloway, that guy was so hyped up. He was supposed to be the next great thing, and that was in Ryzen. That's the Japanese scene. That's why he's got that stupid samurai knot. So much time in Ryzen. Look at how many fights in Ryzen. So he spent a lot of time in Japan. 2017 till 2020, he was doing the Japanese thing. That's why he's, King Mo, Muhammad Lal. Look at that, King Mo. Remember him back in the day, 2019? King Mo was like one of the best in the whole country, in the world, and Yuri beat him. So yeah, I'm going with Yuri Prochazka. I think he's still got it in him. I don't know if he's going to find his zen or whatever he's going to do, but he's going to win this fight. I'll tell you that. Rakic is overrated.
I'm going to linger on this page for a bit just because I want to point out my prop bet of the night.
Okay, I just want to do that.
It's okay.
Rear naked choke, 5. Spinning elbow, round 2. Round 2, round 1, round 1, round 3, round 1, round 1, round 1, round 1, round 1. Oh, 1 unanimous decision in 2016. Before that, round 1, round 1, round 1, round 1. This guy finishes fights. I am picking this guy within distance. You've got to think this guy's going to either knock him out or choke him out. This is an easy bet. He's at plus 100 right now. You got plus money odds.
Bet online is plus 103.
I got plus 100 odds on 365, and
you got boosts, dude. You got boosts.
Oh,
look at those boosts.
Hell yeah. What do we got for boosts? Yuri Prochazka under 2.5 rounds. Prochazka by TKO, DQ, or DQ plus 225 all day long, as opposed to the plus 175.
How's the chin of Rakic? Do you think it's going to be less than that, or is he going to submit it? What's going on? You said by submission.
This ninja is going to finish him out.
Let's check out.
I'll check. He just lost by leg injury. Previously, before that, he's a unanimous decision winner.
He's got one loss by TKO and one loss by submission and one by decision.
Doesn't matter.
So
doesn't matter.
His 3 losses, he's lost 1 of each way.
And he's about to lose by knockout.
All right. Real fight picks.
I got Alexander Rakic. I think he's going to win a decision.
Why?
I think he's going to win a decision. Listen, hear me out. And I could be fucking wrong, okay? Because I even told myself, I even went on Wheezy, and Wheezy paid attention to me for like 2 minutes just talking to me about my question or my comment. And basically, I said that Yuri didn't have the experience. And I mean, like, fighting people at their primes. Like, he fought an old CB Dalloway. He probably fought an old King Mo. He probably fought an old Anthony
the amount
Smith.
Of fights.
I mean, he fought Dominic Reyes. Dominic Reyes. Look at these people, though.
12-2 when he fought him and he beat him. He was 12-2 and he knocked him out.
And I think about that too.
His record 29-4-1. Double the amount of fights of Rakic, and he doesn't have experience. Double the amount of fights. 29-4-1. Rakic is 14-3.
You're not winning this fight.
Do the math.
And then Glover Teixeira, you're really gonna give him he almost lost
Glover
to
was
a
the
42-year-old.
What?
42
champion. 42-year-old champion. Took the belt from him. He had the belt.
And here's the other thing. I think that fight, Tony Ferguson.
All right. You can't talk crazy off a ledge.
Dylan Budka's cousin. Dylan Budka, Dylan Budka, who lost to Cesar Almeida's cousin.
Oh,
Yuri.
that's the guy. That's right.
Hey, I could use 2 hoodies.
Are they cousins?
I could use 2 hoodies.
No, if you t-shirt bet this one, I want it. I want this one.
No,
I want to
T-shirt bet me on this one.
Okay, let's.
this
Hey,
one.
I want Yuri. You already got one. You already got a t-shirt bet from
Yeah.
earlier.
let's
My
see here.
turn.
Rakic over. Rakic.
He's the favorite
T-shirt.
too. You got the favorite, and yeah, is this a deal?
Yeah, I'm
T-shirt
signing
bet.
it right now.
Right there.
Oh,
signed-
dude.
All
Big
right.
mistake.
I did my signature. You see it?
Oh,
All right, I see it. T-shirt with Lupe. T-shirt with Lupe.
Okay.
All right.
oh my
Yes,
God!
What's your
T-shirt
t-shirt bet with? What's the one you
Welcome
guys
back.
got?
We have.
What's the bet you
I
guys
have
got?
Sadiq Yusuff,
Oh, that's
the Nigerian, to beat the
I'm
Brazilian
gonna write
Mexican.
that in little print. T-shirt, Dave versus Lupe.
Then you guys are gonna
All right. Oh man,
Close
you're
me.
be coughing up 2 T-shirts, bud.
That's
I don't need I don't need a Venom hoodie or nothing. I just want a regular T-shirt.
I know Dave really
No,
trying
I
to
want
take
a better
advantage.
Mhm.
I'll get as
You can
close
get-
to
you can
Venom as
get-
I can, as long as it's not going to cost $1,000 just to have the Sherpa climb to your.
Climb some
Your
elevation.
habitat.
Make it to me. All right, I get you. I get you.
I watched Media Day too, and Yuri's like, after I beat this guy, I want to be back into in this picture for belt contention. So he's already confident. He's already got this one in
Look
his
how
head.
good he looks.
Yuri looks good too, even when he got twat not. Who cares?
He doesn't look as good, to be honest with you. He has like a less.
What? Let's see.
He has less
look at
muscles, but he's dangerous. He's
with
crazy.
that samurai knot. Less muscles means probably better cardio. Muscles take oxygen. You lose oxygen when you're breathing. And oh, come on, let's go. That's
He's
right.
all
Let's
kinds of
go.
stuff. Let his hand go.
Rakic is a little bit bigger. I'll give him that. He is little, or is he? I don't know. What's Tapology say? Let's see.
I don't know. His damn crystal's wrist circumference looks like Yuri has it.
Height, yeah.
6'2".
Rakic has 1 inch height, but Yuri's got 2 inches of reach, according to Tapology.
Yeah,
So-
but that fight against Glover was dog years. Dog years for his career. I'm telling you. Did you watch that? He almost died, and Glover almost
But
died.
he won the belt.
Amazing fight.
He had tougher fights than
Great
me.
fight. That was a great fight right there.
He sure did. Yuri knocked out Volkan Ozdemir. He sure did. And didn't Rakic lose to him? Yes, right there. Rakic lost. We just mentioned that. Who we got here? Rakic. He loves that purple suit. He wore that to the media day.
Get yourself
That
some
right
DVDs.
there. He wore that to media day.
How you doing, VCR repairman?
Rakic did good on Yan fight. He's not. I'm not saying he's a horrible fighter or anything. I just think Yuri's better. That's all. He is handsome. He's a handsome dude.
Oh yeah.
What's with the axe though?
He's hitting the
Oh,
ice.
he's breaking up the ice. Oh, I got
Ice
it.
breaking.
He's breaking up the ice. I'm sorry. I should have known that.
I think he's probably the more technical one, right? He's the more hands down, the more technical striker.
Yeah, but Yuri's style is kind of wild.
Yeah.
Wild, and like he has like a wild style. You can't pin it. You can't you don't know. It's hard to find a defense to go against Prochazka's style. Prochazka. Yuri Prochazka. So let's did you look at Yuri's Instagram? You looked at Rakic.
Jeez.
Alexander Rakic. Yuri Prochazka.
No training. He can't ruin his shoulder. Look at that. They're trying to make up. He changed my life.
Oh, right there, Zen. Well,
he's practicing elbows.
He's way bigger than his training partner. That's unfortunate.
And he's drinking a beer. Did you see that?
I did.
Probably 2 days ago.
Kick it back so I can cheers him, Dave. Kick it back. Cheers, Yuri.
2 weeks ago. Oh, what a loser. No alcohol, Yuri, please.
In the airport.
That's O'Doul's. I hope it's not. If it's O'Doul's, I'm picking Rakic. It's definitely not O'Doul's. Yeah, he's ready. I think he's ready.
That's hilarious. He was drinking 2 weeks ago.
Cold plunging. That's cold plunging, and
he's hungover.
Right there, he's hungover. It looks like
he's unorthodox. He's practicing being unorthodox.
He's practicing being like, how do you defend? How do you going to build a defense against this? Was he a green belt? That's a little kid's color. Green, is that a green belt? That's kid's color. What is that? What is he? What is that? Karate?
He's a green belt.
A green belt in karate.
And a black belt. What does that mean? He's got green and black.
Wushu Sanda. What the hell is he? What is that? Is it kung fu? What?
Back to the roots.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't read Japanese.
That says something like death before dishonor, and that is his motto too. He will go out there and die before he gives up. He will actually physically. He'd rather get killed, like physically die, than dishonor his fighting style and his Japanese lifestyle. Even though he's Czech, he wishes he was Japanese.
That's hilarious.
The guy lives for fighting. That's his reason for being.
I love it.
Why I'm going for him.
Me too. All right. Moving on. Next. We don't have to spend much time on this. We have the world's greatest wrestler, Bo Nickal, taking on Cody Brundage. All right, Cody Brundage. We're going to try to find a route to victory for Cody Brundage. I know nobody in the world is taking Cody Brundage. Matter of fact, what is the Tapology casual pick on this? 4%. That's just his immediate family. That's why. That's like his wife and his kids. And
City of Alabama.
He's calling his cousin. Hey, can you go on Tapology? I'm at like 2%. Can you go on Tapology, please? And just pick me. He's calling up his people he went to school with.
Oh my
God. Anyway,
minus 2,000.
Yeah, ridiculous. You can't even do anything with that. What is it inside the distance? Was it Dave? Open that up. What's Bo Nickal inside the distance? It's probably still negative money, right?
No, I've got Bo Nickal.
What is that?
By TKO plus 175, by submission minus 163. That's not bad. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can get you within.
When you're looking at finish props and saying that minus money on them isn't that bad, that's so disrespectful to the other fighter.
So by TKO, DQ, or submission, by TKO, DQ, or submission. So like that's within distance. Minus 900.
Unbelievable. Imagine.
Oh, by the way, fight to go the distance. Yes, plus 750. No, minus 1,500.
I know. There's not even. You can't find.
This might be the only bet I can make is fight to go the distance is plus 750.
You know why it's justified though? 4-time national wrestling champion. The only time he lost was when he was trying to compete for the Olympics, and he got beat by the Olympic gold medalist. I forgot the guy's name, something Taylor, like Sean Taylor or something. But that's the only time he's ever lost, and it was, this is definitely like Illinois Bigfoot, Bo Nickal all day. That's why we are going to have the challenge of finding how could possibly Cody Brundage manage to get a victory here. Is there any possible way? I don't believe it. But you know what? Cody Brundage, I will say, I think he does he have a wrestling background? So it's not like it's going to be a whole new game for him. Man, he looks like he's sleepy in his Tapology picture. And in media day, he looks sleepy. He always looks sleepy, like he's tired a little bit, like he's low T fatigued. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, my testosterone. Low T fatigued.
Oh man,
like
I know what
every
that's
day
about.
at 3:00. Low T fatigue at 3:00. But yeah, Cody Brundage looks like that. He's got those sleepy bedroom eyes. Just like
he looks good right here compared to how he did that
one.
Day.
Yeah, but in his like side by side with Bo Nickal, like the versus picture, not the face off. So I'm saying the versus picture on Tapology. Look at that.
Cody's depressed.
Yeah, go back, Dave, to that one. Look at that. Eyes half open. Man,
he's depressed.
Tired. So I'm up here. And, it's just, I mean, look at Jacob Malkoun was beating the shit out of him. He only won that because Jacob Malkoun punched him in the back of the head. And that's just because I don't know. The ref didn't like Jacob Malkoun. I don't know how, because he was beating the shit out of him. It's like, how are you gonna, whatever. But I mean, look at his last 5. Jacob Malkoun was a fluke. He shouldn't have won that. Zach Reese, I mean, slamming punches, and that's so his confidence is up a little bit. But dude, Bo Nickal's I'm gonna say first round. I'm gonna play that prop. I'm gonna play Bo Nickal round 1. What is that prop right there? Isn't that
-190?
-1, still minus money. Still minus money. Unbelievable.
Sorry. Can you pick a prop? Can you pick a prop, please, as to how you're going to finish it?
I want a plus money, but I can't play minus money. I need a plus money prop.
So submission or knockout?
Oh, I guess I'll go with the knockout but I don't know because I foresee happening. Bo Nickal's going to wrestle, get him down to the ground, and probably knock him out with low ground and pound. That's what I see happening.
This is your only way to plus money here. We got submission.
Plus 950. Would you put a scratch off on Cody Brundage?
No.
Plus 950. You're not going to throw a $10 scratch off on it.
No.
$10 will win you 95.
I got him plus 1,000, and I'm not putting a scratch off on him. I have better things to do with that money.
Oh, look at the bet boost. Well, you got anything for you? What's that plus 100 right there?
Bo Nickal. So Cody wins over 1.5 rounds.
No, don't consider those. They're ridiculous. And what's the Bo Nickal win one right there? The plus 100. What does that say?
Under 1.5 rounds by submission.
Yeah. I can't even play this anyway. There's no way I can play it. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I'm thinking everybody's going with Bo Nickal unanimous. Look, I'm bet online minus 1,600 money line and plus 850 for Cody Brundage. And Cody Brundage also no chin. He's got no chin. He's got no cardio. How is he even?
He can get subbed.
You think that? Oh, I won something. What did I win?
Baseball.
Okay. How did Brundage's wife up?
You're correct. I did win baseball. 3-leg parlay. I had the Braves, the Mets, and the Tigers. Woohoo! And I bet Colin Morikawa to beat Tommy Fleetwood in hole 16. I won that one too.
Oh my god!
It's the Masters. I'm a degenerate, man. I bet.
That's terrible.
What? It's not terrible. I bet all sports. I fare well. Anyway, you guys follow golf at all?
It's the Masters this weekend.
Yeah, right now today was the cutoff, like the cut. They're either top 50 make it, and if you're not in top 50, you're cut from the Masters. So anyway, back to fighting. This is what my favorite thing to bet. But there's no bet in Bo Nickal, Cody Brundage at all. No bet here at all.
You can't.
I can't. You know, he's my unranked contender pick. That was my first pick. That's a golden one. But look at Cody Brundage. You never know, man.
Yes, you do. No, yes, you do. On this one, you do.
You never know. You're gonna
no, you do.
Maybe Bo Knuckle will go in there and twist his ankle or something, or fluke. I don't know.
Knock himself out like
stop.
That one guy.
Interpret VCR repairman's comment. How did Brundage's wife up Amanda Cooper?
The actress? Is she an actress?
That's confusing the fuck out of me. VCR, what the hell are you talking about?
What?
You're messing me up.
Amanda Cooper's an actress. She is. Google it. Google Amanda Cooper.
Oh.
Or check her on Instagram or something. She's an actress. She's pretty. I do believe. A pretty actress. Like
Brundage is fucking married to Cooper? No way.
Search Amanda Cooper. I want to see her.
It says that she's a mixed martial artist.
All right, hit Brundage's Instagram. It'll be on there.
That's how we're gonna find this out. Yeah. All right.
There's no way he would have picked up scooped up an actress.
Show me a girl on here. Show me one girl. Well, here's one girl.
Kid.
That doesn't count.
That's his kid with Amanda Cooper. I think you're right. I think she is an MMA fighter. Let's see if.
Serious?
I think she's a MMA fighter. But I've definitely. Oh, there's. Happy anniversary, baby. 4 years, lifetime to go. I think, but yeah, I think she must have her own page, you would think. Right? Click the picture, can you?
Kingsley, you're beyond lucky. What? No.
Can you click the pic? No. Amanda Bobby Cooper, right here, VCR parent. She's an ex-MMA fighter. Ex-MMA fighter. Well, good for Cody No Chin. Not no love. Cody No Chin Brundage. Okay. She's mildly attractive. She's all right. Anyway, look at them all bloody there. That's gnarly. It's tough. That's tough. That's a tough pick. Tough looking pick. What's with his hair right there? Did the barber mess up? Or is that just how it grows in all fucked up like that?
It looks crazy. Did you see my media day? It looks awful.
Oh, the media day, he had those glasses on, and his purple suit just matched Rakic's suit. Who sat right next to him. I was like, look at these two dorks in the suits, purple grimace suits.
All right, regardless. All right, I think we're done on this one, aren't we?
Yeah, we've spent way too much time on that. All right, moving on. Next, we have Charles Oliveira du Bronx taking on Arman Tsarukyan. This one, I was in the beginning, I was all over Arman Tsarukyan, but then throughout the week, the feelings changed. Now I'm on the side of Charles Oliveira. And I think maybe Johnny K picks, I think, talked me into it, like watching his content and seeing his post on Instagram. And I know it's Johnny K picks. He's biased because it's his favorite fighter. You know, he had a t-shirt bet against me, and he won. And I bought him a Charles Oliveira t-shirt, and he loves it. But anyway, Charles Oliveira is the dog here, plus 170. I'm going to see if that's still accurate. And wow, plus 190. The line moved. Plus 190. But if you saw in our Instagram chat where I put that picture of the media day face-off, Charles Oliveira is substantially bigger than him. And I think people are underestimating him. Charles Oliveira has already fought top-notch fighters. And he said it during the press conference. He was like, look at, in Portuguese, of course, but he's like, this guy, he comes in and he's right too. This guy, Arman Tsarukyan's still kind of not proven. I mean, let's see. His last 5 starts with Joel Alvarez, who was not all that, you know. He lost to Matus Gamrot. He beat Damir Ismagulov.
Good win.
And he beat Joaquin Silva. And most recently, Beneil Dariush, which was a good. That was great, TKO. But Charles du Bronx, Open. We're going to open
it?
Charles do Brown. Open that.
After Beneil Dariush had just been knocked out by Charles Oliveira. Right?
Right. If you look at Charles Oliveira, look at his look at the sea of green starting from 2018 Clay Guida right up through Christos Giagos, Jim fucking Miller, David Tamer, not great. Nick Lentz, not great. Jared Gordon, Then he had grappling. Kevin Lee was at one time decent. Then Tony Ferguson, Michael Chandler, what a good win there. Ground and pound, 19 seconds round 2. Dustin Poirier,
who the fuck is that guy?
Round 3. Justin Gaethje, rear naked choke, round 1. You know what I mean?
Who the fuck is that?
Who the fuck is who?
Dustin Poirier, Michael Chandler, Justin Gaethje. They're fucking prime fucking fighters.
Who are those losers? He lost to Islam Makhachev, which Islam Makhachev is at the top of the division. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Then you got Arman Tsarukyan, who's I'm not saying the guy's bad. Arman Tsarukyan's not bad, but he's got 3 losses himself. Let's see who those are against. Okay, he lost to Matus Gamrot. All right, that happens. Islam Makhachev again. That's a give me, And before that looks like it was way when he first started out as a pro against some guy, can't even say his last name. Punches 30 seconds of round 1, and that was 2015, so we don't count that anyway. But his competition, Davey Ramos, Matt Steamroller Favola, okay, Christos Giagos, Joel Alvarez. Like I said, not that Beneil Dariush is impressive, but aside from that, nothing really sticks out to me as impressive. And then you look at when you see him face off, Charles Oliveira looks better. He's definitely got the size advantage. And I know like Tsarukyan, his base is he's kind of like that grapple heavy, like he likes wrestling and stuff. But Charles Oliveira's Brazilian, he's got this submissions in his back pocket, and I think striking, he might be able to outstrike him too. But Dave, you're gonna have to go over stats after we watch this. But yeah, I'm going with the dog here. Plus, look at him, plus 170. Oh, dog, plus money. I'm taking Charles Oliveira right there. Big gold chain, big medallion around his neck. Love it. And see right there, looking. See what I'm saying? Looking down on him, and look, Arman Tsarukyan couldn't even. He was looking at his necklace. I think he's like, "Is that real gold?" In the beginning, like he's looking right at the necklace, looking right down. Yeah, I like it. Do Bronx. I like it. I'm pumped for that. Plus 170, I'll take it, and I will bet it. Absolutely. Thanks. One of my more confident underdog picks. Plus 190, I'll do it. Plus 190. So what are you guys thinking on this? Real fight picks?
Arman Tsarukyan. We have to be in agreement for the next 3 fights that are left. And I think
if it doesn't happen, we'll figure it out. But Joe, just give me your real. Don't let us persuade you either way.
I thought he won that fight against Matus Gamrot. I thought it was super close. It was a split decision. I thought he did enough to win because Gamrot just kept going in for that grappling. And I feel like he's a little heavier grappler than Charles. I don't think that I kind of used Gamrot twice as my gauge for somebody not to get submitted. I think that was for Jalen Turner. And I'm using that for Tsarukyan. So I'm using Gamrot, since he's a good submission grappler, as my measuring stick. So he's not going to get submitted. That's what I've already told myself. So when it comes to the striking, that's what I had to, So I feel like Tsarukyan is a little sharper. I feel like he's going to finish Charles Oliveira because Charles Oliveira, his whole reputation was he used to be a quitter, and then he pulled off his beak and pulled out his feathers, and then regrew his beak, and then he soared, and he soared all the way to Islam Makhachev. But I think he's done. I think this is it for Charles, and I think you're looking at the fresh face. You're looking at the new blood. Out with the old. This is basically a blood transfusion right here, and I got Tsarukyan.
I will give Illinois Bigfoot's right with this. He did go with Islam, and that was his. Also, Arman was short notice, and I think it was his debut. Maybe, I don't know, maybe not, but I know he was short notice. He had something stacked against him, short notice, and he did make it to all 3 rounds. So that's a good point, Illinois Bigfoot. Good point there. So it's hard to see Tsarukyan this big of a favorite. Seems like they're trying to suck you into taking Oliveira.
I'm flopping.
Gerald Lynch said he got Bo Nickal round 1 KO plus 200. That's about right? But I just think he might get a sub, something.
That's probably early in the week, maybe. That's probably earlier.
Oh yeah, it could be round 1 KO. No, that's right, because Dave said that he was round 1 TKO. It was plus 200, right? You don't have to check it. We're past that. We're on this fight. So, Dave, what are you thinking? You got some stats or something for us we can pick apart?
Yeah, and not going to say that I'm flopping here. I had originally picked Arman, and then I'm going back to my roots and going back to the last fight that I actually saw live, and I saw Charles Oliveira beat up Dariush live in Vancouver on UFC 289. So I'm going to flip my bet. I'm going back to Charles Oliveira. I'll throw you some stats real quick. 3.54 versus 3.85. Pretty similar. 3.19 versus 1.91. Arman's got the advantage in the stats on the strikes absorbed. Takedowns, 2.32 versus 3.40. Arman's got the advantage on the takedowns as well. But the one thing that I do like about Charles Oliveira, submission average 2.7 versus 0.0. And I think this is where it's going to count. I think Charles is going to be able to take this guy's back on the ground. He might get taken down. He's going to be able to reverse it. I think Charles does have a better BJJ game than Arman does. And I can't bet against my cowboy. I can't do it, man. I'm all over Charles Oliveira here. And in the face-offs, looking amazing. Absolutely amazing.
He does look great. I like it. I like it too.
And you know what? He's got to expand his ranch. He needs more cattle. He needs more farm hands. This is how he pays for his ranch. Yeah, the motivation's there, and the talent is there. The experience is there. I think the repertoire of opponents is in Charles Oliveira's favor. Yeah.
Look,
I definitely have Oliveira this one. I'm flopping.
In Tsarukyan's Instagram 1 week ago, he shows he's been training with Grant Dawson. Interesting. But people in the comments, look, this guy, Bronx is coming. I fucking love it. I love it. About to get smoked by Charles. These are people in his Instagram comments in his picture with Grant Dawson. Train hard, fight easy. That's what he put. Now then he's just the replies are like about to get smoked by Charles. Charles Bronx is coming. Oh, I love it. Love it. Anyway, that's interesting. Oh yeah, that's it right there. Let's look at that fake ass belt.
He has no business holding the belt.
He's no business holding that the basketball trophy either. What the hell are they doing that for? Hugging the basketball trophy. Was that the girl South Carolina girls NCAA trophy? What the hell was that? Was that a soccer ball? Come on, what? He's definitely not a basketball player. What is he? 5'8"? Look at that. What is that? Unbelievable. Might put that right on the wall next to your fake ass UFC belt. But anyway, can we check out Du Bronx's Instagram? I bet she's walking a tiger or something, doing something crazy.
No, he's on the farm.
Oh yeah,
he's a rancher, man. He's a cowboy.
I love it. Go up. I love it.
Real
you know
boy.
who else is? There's Oh, I don't know. With that suit though, I don't think he's farming. I love the all yellow from the press conference. Look at see that Du Bronx t-shirt? That's the one I want. Real fight picks. After I beat you in the Yuri Prochazka, Alexander Rakic t-shirt bet. Oh, give me that one where he's screaming. That one. Or the lion. Yeah, the lion on the back. Whoo.
I mean,
or that one's
cool.
We can through the whole thing.
That's the hoodie I want.
I'll wear a Charles shirt. I mean, I'm a fan. So we could make that the prize.
You're picking Armin.
No, I'm just saying, if I win, because you're not going to win. Yuri's done. He's done.
Rakic is overrated.
Yes, hugely.
Yuri.
But I like it. I like the banter. Shootbox Diego Lima. I love it. All right, yeah. I don't like those things. Those cups.
The cupping.
The cup things. There's somebody. One of these cappers had like a theory, and he checked it out. Everybody with cup marks that goes to the face-offs usually look like there's a stat, and if you go to the face-off with those cup marks on you, you lose. That's there's something they figured he did. Like he watched every face-off, and the ones that people that had the cup marks more often than not lost. I think he said it was like 70% of the time with cup marks lose. But still, anyway, I'm down with Charles Du Bronx. Okay, you guys ready to move on? That's sure. He's great, awesome Instagram too. Now, for the BMF title, we've got the champ right now, Justin Gaethje, taking on Max Holloway. Max Holloway, as I was mentioning earlier, he has a record of most significant strikes in a fight against Calvin Kattar. And I forget the number, but it was something phenomenal. And that was when I mentioned earlier, he was hitting him as he was yelling out the ring, talking to Dana or talking to somebody saying, "I'm the best." And he's like talking as he's punching. He's like, as he's punching Calvin Kattar, just popping shots like it's practice, like it's fun for him. He's talking to outside the cage, saying, "I'm the best striker." All this, and I was like, man, Max Holloway, you just won my heart.
445 strikes.
Says that's phenomenal. I can't even do that to a bag. For real, that's crazy. That's 449 strikes to actually human. That's dodging and blocking and shit. That's crazy.
That's like almost 100 strikes per 5 minutes. That's
phenomenal. That's when I was like, Max Holloway. They might be pillow hands, but boy, the volume is there.
20 strikes a minute. That's like insane.
Yep, but what the flag here though, the red flag that pops up here though, Justin Gaethje, the holder of the BMF belt right now, he's been tough as nails, well-rounded. He has a wrestling background. You never see him use it. I've never seen him use it. Never. Every Justin Gaethje fight, I've never seen him use it. But he was like an All-American one year or something. But the thing was with the red flag, Max Holloway, 155. This is his first time too. He's coming up from 145. So in a fight where toughness counts. I know Max Holloway's Hawaiian, very durable. He's very tough, but I've seen him wobble, but he hasn't been knocked out, right? Scroll down a little, right there, down, right there. No, see, the KO, never been knocked out, okay? But I have seen him wobbled, and if anyone's going to do it, Justin Gaethje. However, in the same argument, though, who's Justin Gaethje really knocked out except for Dustin Poirier, and that was that with I think that was with a kick. Let's see, right? Yeah, that's with a kick, not with the hands. Who's he knocked out with hands? Win punches, Tony Ferguson. But Tony Ferguson's space cadet, you know what I mean?
Paul Cerrone, Edson Barboza.
Yeah, Donald Cerrone, old ass cowboy. Edson Barboza, I suppose that's a good one. So, and James Vick. So he does have some power in his hands. Okay, I gotta give him that. Yeah, but I just don't. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna happen to Max Holloway because now he doesn't have to cut weight. He can maintain his. Like when you cut weight, you lose your durability because you dehydrate yourself, and you know what I mean. And at 155, Max Holloway is probably I don't know what he weighed in at today, but it was probably if he was at max at 156 pounds, he probably ate right before he got on the scales. But I don't think it's gonna matter. I think Max Holloway is gonna be able to either dodge or deflect or just take Justin Gaethje's hits and answer back with a ton of volume. And I think it's going to go to a decision, and the judges are going to pick on significant strikes and volume, and Max Holloway is going to edge out the decision as the underdog and get the BMF belt. Yeah. I mean, Justin Gaethje, I'm a fan. I like Justin Gaethje. I do, but I don't like that I've never seen him wrestle. He's supposed to have a wrestling background. I hate that, but he can wrestle. Aside from that, though, and I think Max Holloway, I think he was on like a Hawaiian because he's from Hawaii. I think he was like on a high school Hawaii. I think he did something with wrestling. I don't know. I can't say that for sure. But Max Holloway, by decision, is going to be my pick. I'm not confident enough I will throw him in a parlay, but I just, not many lineups for Max Holloway, but I think he's going to be my pick to win here and I'm more confident in do Bronx. Tell you that. But anyway, plus money again, right? Let me see. Keep running that. I'll check it out. Max Holloway is plus 130 on Bet Online right now. Plus 130. Justin Gaethje's minus 150. And once again, taking another dog. I'm going to either make out like a bandit or I'm going to lose my ass because I got so many damn dogs on this card. But Real Fight Picks, what are you thinking here? What do you got?
Oh, man. I got,
by the way.
I think I'm going to blame you, Ranj, for just being a bold person this week on taking all underdogs because I don't see how anybody, not one person, could take Max Holloway right here at this fight because we all seen what it looked like because he did go up one time. He did go up that one time against Dustin Poirier, and he just, he already, put it this way, he already has pillow hands at 145. So what are those pillow hands going to be? Are they going to be, those are goose down pillow hands at 155. So, Justin Gaethje, he's a psycho. He's a psychopath. He's the author and he's the god of violence, the god of war. And I have to go with Justin. This was easy. This is one of those easier to reads fights. And every time I look at Max Holloway doing an interview, I literally feel sorry for him for having to take this fight. He's too tough for his own good. And he's gonna lose this, probably be finished for the first time in his career. So unless this goes to the fourth round and Gaethje falls off a cliff, which we might see his wrestling then, maybe that's when we'll see his wrestling. But easily, like this is easy. This is like sad because
I've been begging to see his wrestling.
Yeah, he's got wrestling, and he might
I know,
surprise
but I've
us.
never
I
seen
feel
it though.
well. He's gonna make it easy to find this week. Give me the wrestler, since he was 3 years old. He says
During lunch break, I thought Ice Viking's over by you, Dave. Isn't he in British Columbia?
He's working night shift.
Dinner break, right?
He's
Oh,
working
I
night shift.
gotcha. I gotcha. Okay. This is a 5-round fight. Yes, answered it. Justin gonna target that leg. Okay. Just gonna win it
Thank
for
you.
5 rounds.
Illinois Bigfoot.
Max
He's right
Justin
too. I forgot
top
about the leg kicks.
Justin looks bigger. Oh, he is bigger. He's always been at like upper weight class. Blessed. Max Blessed Holloway. And Justin that elevation too. So his cardio is on point. But I'm still taking. Oh, I heard a kid at work told me. He said, who was it? Gilbert Burns had like some sort of podcast or something, and Justin Gaethje is actually, I don't know if he's still at Elevation. We'll have to check out his Instagram, but I guess Gilbert Burns. This was like recently, like last week or something. Gilbert Burns said Justin's been out doing like celebrity photos and having a good time, not really taking it seriously with the training and like kind of being lax, like he's gonna walk through Max. And that's what this kid at one of these, I'm not saying he's sharp or anything, but I mean, I was like, really? And he's like, yeah, Gilbert Burns had this because they trained the same place. I think Gilbert Burns is at Sanford, or what's it called? Killcliff. Killcliff, I think Gilbert Burns is at. So we have to check the Gaethje's Instagram because of Burns sucks. Yeah, he does. But so what? If this is a hot tip, if we see Gaethje's Instagram, if he's not training hard, if he's doing,
he's wearing jeans there.
Yeah, that wasn't even a train.
Play with
Who's that? Is that that Mexican OT?
No.
You know who that is?
Yeah. You know what's fucked up is in my algorithm at night, I go on YouTube and I scroll through the shorts, and he's in my algorithm. His page is in my algorithm, and I always I can't help but make a fat joke on the comments and they're really good and creative and mean, and I do it every time.
I love it. I love the Mexican OT. I love him. He's awesome. I like that the one song with the Benny about the jeweler because he's like cash in my right pocket, cocaine in my left. that one, I love that one. That one's a great one. I love it. Anyway, all right, hitting the bag there. Working on cardio, working on the card, trying to do look. There's 400 strikes right there, hitting a bag. What can you do it against the person?
I don't like the fact that he's got a fucking show going, episode 1 behind the curtain.
Yeah, look at these episode 5, 6, 4.
Yeah.
See what I mean? Maybe that's what Gilbert Burns is talking about. He's just feeding the media stuff. He's like doing the media thing, like episodes and crap. Where's he? Can you get an idea of what gym he's at?
Oh, he's training with what's his name? He's training
Trevor
with
Whitman.
So it is Elevation still.
Yeah. Onyx. Right. Onyx Sports.
Yeah, I think it's still Elevation, whichever Whitman's like Team Elevation or whatever.
I mean, he's training with some decent guys.
Who's that?
Kamaru Usman.
Oh yeah, okay. I was looking at that Obama-looking guy in the front. But anyway, I thought it was Gregory Rodriguez for a hot second. The guy right next to Kamaru Usman. That's not Justin Gaethje.
That's That's Obama right here.
That's what I thought.
Obama.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Obama healthcare is the best thing he ever did. Only thing he ever did. That and the phone, Obama phone. But anyway, can we see Max Holloway's camp? Oh, is that the new shorts you're talking about?
No. Just wait. Max Holloway's got the new shorts. He's got Max Holloway and Alex Pereira. We'll talk about later.
All right, let's check out Holloway's Instagram. I did see that commercial with Mike Kessa for the tequila, right? Tequila commercial.
Yeah, I like
that. Did you bring the limes? I did, and they just kept giving the.
That's a good one.
Here we go.
Are those the shorts right there? They're
Max Holloway shorts. Then he's got the Hawaiian shorts. We couldn't have flags a couple of events ago, but now we got shorts.
Oh, they're hideous. I like them.
They're horrible.
I know. That's why I like them. They're horrible. They are horrible. That's why I like them. They're hideous. They look like underwear. They look like boxer briefs.
Prayers are even worse. You'll see. Anyways, regardless of the shorts.
All right. So anyway, does any training videos?
No, it's fucking Max Holloway. It's only family shots.
Oh, who's that big guy with next to his mom? Is that his brother or something? Is that Hawaiian OT?
No idea who this is. Nobody special.
I don't either. Doesn't matter. Boys and Girls Club. Oh yeah, he is very generous with his his free time and his money. He does support all that wholesome kid stuff. That's his boy. That's his kid right there. Spoiled rotten. All right, we're going back to Christmas. I see their Christmas sweaters and crap. Oh, there's your man. There's your boy. There's your boy. That was one hell of a fight. Yeah, you broke my beak, my talons.
Taught him how to box for crying out loud.
I had a choice.
Box in the middle of a fucking fight.
Look, we should be friends. Probably we can be friends for sure. What the hell is that? What is that? That's funny. That's funny. I love it. All right. Anyway, so no training pictures. That last picture looked like he was grabbing his wife's boobs on the. She had a bikini on. Did you see that?
Love it.
Anyway,
love it. Yeah.
Doesn't matter. So, yeah, I'm going Max Holloway. I'm assuming you guys are both going Gaethje or what?
Gaethje all the way.
I know you are, Dave. What was your decision?
The only thing I don't like is that fuck the stats, fuck everything else. I don't like that Gaethje's going to be about 10 pounds heavier when he's going to go in the ring there. And Gaethje's not known for his wrestling. He's known to take a punch, which is not a good matchup for him, especially against Max, who's going to be.
I've seen Gaethje wobble too. Has he been that show?
Gaethje just is punch drunk guy. He is the punch drunk guy. I was kind of leaning towards Gaethje to start off with, just because the weight advantage is going to have 10, 15 pounds at least. But he's got no takedown. If he stands up with this guy, I think he's going to be stubborn enough to stand up with Max Holloway, and that's a mistake. You don't want to stand up with this guy. He's just going to piece you up. I think it's going to go the full 5 rounds. I don't think this is going to be a finish because Max can't finish this guy, and he's tough enough not to get finished by Justin. So
right, that's why I'm picking Max decision.
I am flipping my pick. I am going away from Justin, who has the huge weight advantage, but really no takedown accuracy. And I'm going to stick with Max Holloway, who I think is going to be able to. Honestly, Justin's defense sucks. If you look at his stats, Justin, here we go. Strike land per minute, 7.35 versus 7.17. He has the advantage. But strike absorbed, negative ratio, 7.50 versus 4.75. I think he's just going to get pieced up on the feet. I think Max Holloway is going to have this just by volume alone. I think it's going to go the whole 5 rounds because Max is too tough to either get knocked out or to tap. Justin's going to have the weight advantage. He's going to try and take him down. Max Holloway does have that 84% takedown defense. So I think he's the bigger guy too. I mean, they're both 5'11", but if you look in the face-offs, I think that Max does have the slight height advantage. Hang on. Let me just pull it up real quick. Right there. I think Max has the height advantage. I think he's got a little bit of a reach, and I think he's going to be faster. And in this case, I think the speed is going to outweigh the weight.
Well, you know what? Their weigh-in results, they're both the same. They're both 156.
Yeah,
they're both weighed in the same weight.
Yeah, but Max cut weight. Justin didn't.
Max didn't cut weight. Justin might have cut weight. Max didn't cut weight. He's coming up from 145. So why would he cut weight?
Justin cut weight, and still Justin's going to be 10 pounds heavier. Easy 10 pounds heavier.
Oh, probably, yeah. When, like, after the fight day.
But that's not going to help Justin's speed. And this fight's going to be all about speed, hand movement. It's not going to go to the ground. And if it's about speed and distance, I got Max all day long. I'm flopping. I'm going back to Max.
There we go. All right. Moving on. Next, we have the co-main event for another belt between the two Chinese female fighters. We got Weili Zhang taking on Zhao Yan. Or, I mean, China, I think you flip them around or something. You can Zhang Weili and Yan Zhaonan. I don't know how you're supposed to say it. I'm just going to go by how it's spelled on Tapology. Weili Zhang, 24-3, the current champion. Zhao Yan, 17-3, the contender, or the what do they call it? Man, these Heinekens are catching up to me now. Anyway, Weili, this is for a strawweight belt, right? 115 pounds. Yep. Is it? Yeah. So the lightest weight that they have in the UFC for women, I mean, atom weight, I wish they kind of did. I like atom weight.
Me
but
too.
Weili Zhang is a heavy favorite, as she should be, because Zhao Yan has only striking, and Weili Zhang will take her down and dominate her on the ground and come out victorious. And that's Weili. Like, Yan has no answer to the ground game of Weili Zhang. Weili Zhang is taken down. I forget the exact stats and everything. You can pull it up, but she's taken down all her past opponents pretty easily, from what I remember. All of them.
6 times. Join a Jared.
There you go. This is what I wanted to know. Right?
What's that?
And Weili Zhang is also, she's like a specimen. She's built kind of like a boy, like a man. She's built like a male. And she's stronger. She's better on the ground, and potentially better on the feet too. Better striking too, possibly. Yeah, I'm all over Weili Zhang. Pretty confident in it. Zhao Yan, I think she's just cannon fodder. She's going to like sacrificial lamb type of thing, like you usually say. But in the media press conference, they both said they both have a lot of respect for each other. They said nothing but nice things about each other, but they also said, but it's going to change when it's fight time, through the translator. Actually, Zhang spoke English, all broken and corny and cringy. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Like that, like all that. Like, you're translator. Come on, do something. But yeah, Zhang all the way. Let's go, Zhang. That's right. Challenger. Thank you, Ice Viking. Told you these damn things. That's why I cut myself off. Otherwise, we're going to be sloppy and slurring like Dave usually gets. I'm surprised he's not at this moment. But anyway, the challenger, Yan, I'm not taking anything from her, but she's just not as good as Zhang. So I'm going Zhang, and I think Zhang's going to maintain the belt. And still, she said that too. And still, that's how, like, all loud and broken English. Hello, Vegas. I love you. And still, I think that was almost dead on. That was like, give me, where's my wig? I'm going to put the wig on and do a Zhang impression. I almost want to. But go ahead. Real fight picks. You got anything to add to this?
I think you actually said it perfect. I don't want to take too much time because you said it perfect. Like, she has a more well-rounded game. She could take you down. The other girl doesn't know what to do when the fight's on the ground. They're both good strikers. Weili's just got more in the arsenal, and this is the commercial for the PI in China, and let me get Weili, and still, I love how you put it, Ranj.
Yeah,
we finally agree on a fight. Minus 400.
Yeah, so I got on tap our bet online. She is minus 515. It's gross. Can't even bet it. Can't even bet it.
I like the people that are taking Zhang. Yeah, by first round.
Look at her
knockout.
She even walks like a dude. Did you see her strutting up there?
She's a little cutie. She got a little nice, bubbly, innocent thing.
It's just not my. It's not my type. I like white girls. Asian girls, they have no asses. They're flat asses.
I heard they have smaller circumferences.
Their vaginas go this way instead of this way. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's go some stats here. Okay. Height 5'4", 5'5", pretty much a wash. Reach the same. They're both the same age. These are fucking both Chinese. These are clones of each other. Except one's got a little bit more better ground game. Strike land per minute 5.94 versus 5.55. Strike absorbed 3.44 versus 3.56. Pretty much a wash on all counts. As you can see, height the same, reach the same, age pretty much the same. Strike land per minute is the same. Accuracy is the same. Absorbs the same. Defense pretty much the same. Now this is what I don't like. Takedown 2.29 versus 0.76. Not a good look. Takedown accuracy, though, 42 versus 66. And takedown defense, 66 versus 70. What we're looking at here, guys, is a takedown accuracy of 42% versus a takedown defense of 70%. Zhang Weili is going to be able to take her down at some point in time in this fight. I somehow am hoping that Zhang can somehow stop the takedowns for a few rounds and be able to strike with her. She has better defense. She has, I guess, not much, a decent amount of volume as well. I cannot put any money, especially on a girl fight, especially in a parlay, on Weili Zhang at minus 450. But I might lean on a little scratch-off bet on Yan and Yang at plus 350.
Zhao and Yan. Yeah, I don't blame you for that. That's a good scratch-off. What is she, plus 390?
She's plus 350 right now, and I like it. And I can't put any money on Weili. I can't put it. It's a girl fight. I can't put it in a parlay. But scratch-off on Yang all day long.
Yeah, might as well. That's a better scratch-off than Cody Brundage.
Much better. Much better.
I have a stupid scratch off on a big underdog. Oh, your girl Holly Holm. I'm doing a scratch off. That she's 350.
Exactly. Not a bad scratch off as well. But I think you know what? Dana has played this cards right. He needs the Chinese PI to be able to succeed. So instead of putting Weili Zhang against somebody who might beat her, an American or whatever,
that's saying
put her against another Chinese girl.
What did Thug Rose say? Like in the Florida fight where she head kicked her way to victory and said something about like something against the Chinese red or something. Remember, it was kind of
Communist. She was anti-communist.
What's that?
She was anti-communist because like where she comes from is communist.
Right here, that's her picture too. Is her head kick on Weili Zhang.
That's what.
Oh, I felt so bad. Weili Zhang was crying because that was the first after. This is right after COVID when they opened up like Jacksonville, Florida. I remember the fight, and it was like the first fight stateside because everything was on Fight Island during COVID. Remember? So first fight stateside, Jacksonville, and everybody was blaming the Chinese for spreading COVID, and so the crowd was booing her, and she felt so. That's why now she's all, "Hello Vegas, I love you."
She had. Hey, what you were saying, I remember she felt pressure. She was such a sore loser, and she felt so much pressure to perform to defend China at that time, which she should be proud, right?
Oh, it is. Ice Viking, all better dead than red. That's what Rose Namajunas was saying, like pre-fight, like better dead than red, and all this. Oh yeah, it was.
Dude, he got her twice. I mean, Rose got her twice.
I know.
I mean, the only losses are Rose's, and Rose is not.
But the split decision was the real fight. Like, I mean, the head kick in Jacksonville, that was kind of like, I mean, everything was stacked up against Weili Zhang. She had.
Dude, I don't know how you can sit there
in that. Not even one supporter in Jacksonville. That's why.
I don't know how you could sit there and say Rose is not that good. She's the best. Like I was on Rose both times. I was on Rose both times, and I was on Rose when she beat Joanna. Rose had to actually turn around in her career. I don't know what it was, but her skill was pretty sharp. She's a good striker, good karate. Rose was my favorite until I found out how weird she was with Pat
Berry. Yeah,
Pat
and her multiple baptisms. You can only get baptized one time, but she's got baptized like 4.
And she's not married. Somebody says she was married. I looked it up. They're not.
Yeah, because then
they're not married.
They can only do anal.
Yes.
That's what happens if you're not married.
Picture of fucking her taking anal from Pat Berry. That was horrible.
Right there. That face right there. That's who do you think's up in that butt right there? Pat Berry's behind that. There he is. Good old big old Pat.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay, stop. Enough.
All right.
And then they fired Trevor Whitman and they don't talk about it. That's weird.
Did they fire Trevor Whitman? He's one of the best.
Don't fire Trevor.
Well,
yeah, she hasn't been with him.
He was probably expensive though. But yeah.
She makes money now. She was the champ.
Okay. Regardless, back to this fight.
Yes. So we're all on the Zhang side.
I'm on Zhang. I'm betting a scratch off on Yang.
Yeah, I'm gonna bet Yan as well on a scratch off, but everybody's picking Weili.
I have put Yan in my decision as far as apology goes.
Okay.
I'm putting her in there as my big dog.
Are you?
Yeah, I am.
There goes your t-shirt. All right. So finally, for the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the World.
Green. Dave, you have Bo Nickal by decision? You need to change that.
Yeah, you better.
That's terrible, Dave.
It's gonna change. It's gonna be. I gotta redo this. I mean, I'm taking Hill off. I'm changing Hill. I'm changing.
Oh, we're getting into that right now. So don't spoil it. Don't be a spoiler, because I am taking Jamal Hill over Alex Pereira, and I'm going to tell you why. Jamal Hill is 12-1. All right, he is younger. He is faster. He is more experienced. He has a little bit, not a lot, but he does have a little bit of a ground game where Alex Pereira has none. Alex Pereira is probably the better stand-up kickboxer, but let's see. Okay, see the loss he has to Paul Craig? That's because Paul Craig was doing his stuff, his getting my guard, and Jamal Hill never backs down. He's like, okay, we'll play jiu-jitsu. That was a mistake, and look what happened. He actually like dislocated his arm, but Jamal Hill still didn't quit. He had to. He was forced to, arm injury, strikes from guard. That's we got a broken arm or whatever. You have to. So that's his one loss was to Paul Craig because of the stupid I'll play jiu-jitsu with you, which he should have never did. It was kind of a fluky loss. Otherwise, he's been doing the right thing throughout. And man, when he got the belt from Glover Teixeira was messed up. He had a huge cut above his brow, blood everywhere. He earned it, and he did it well. But then he had that he pulled his something in his leg. What was it? And it wasn't even training. It was in a basketball, like a celebrity basketball game. And he tore his MCL. He tore his MCL in a stupid celebrity basketball game. I forget. It was like a fight. There's celebrity fighters playing basketball. And because I saw on like Embedded or some shit. But did that MCL. He was like literally crying because he realized he had to give up. He's like, yeah, I mean, I couldn't hold on to it. That's just, you got to give it up to vacant. So he gave up his belt, didn't lose it. He gave it up. He gave up his belt. And that's when that's when he got it. And so the story, leads up to this point where he's back. And I think he's going to give Alex Pereira a little bit of a surprise because he is, what's the ages? I think he's younger, faster, debatably stronger. He's knocked out some people too, Jamal Hill. I like him in this spot, especially at plus money. And I'm going to stick with my pick and take Jamal Hill. Sweet dreams to get it done over. And, I also heard he called after this. He take this fight on somewhat short notice. Took like 6.5, 7 weeks out. That was his camp. But as soon as he found out he got this fight, you know what he did? He called Izzy. And got some pointers like how because Izzy gave Alex Pereira his loss. One of his 2 losses in here. And so he picked his brain. I don't know what was said or anything, but it's facts. He definitely contacted Izzy. And I like Jamal Hill in this spot. I was on the side of Alex Pereira, and I flipped it throughout the week after listening to some cappers and blowing snot rockets. That's what I do after a long night. End up blowing snot rockets. But anyway. Oh,
that's funny video.
That was a Chelsea right there. That's a Chelsea Chandler kick and run. But anyway, real fight picks. What are you thinking?
Man, I've thought about this, and like I've always asked myself questions, like weird questions, and to myself, like, can Jamal Hill beat Israel Adesanya? I literally asked myself that, and I feel like there's weight classes for a reason. And even like when I was watching Embedded and Jamal Hill went up to, he saw Alex Pereira in the lobby or whatever, and Alex been carrying on this jacket. He wants everybody who's
in his autograph.
You watching that? You seen that?
Right?
Yeah. So
I saw when he had him sign a sweatshirt or something.
Yeah, when they did this
for show.
Yeah, I saw how much thicker Jamal Hill is than Alex Pereira, and I like both of them. I really like Alex a lot. I like both of their personalities. They're very likable. They're cool guys. And I thought that was cool how Alex Pereira bought Glover Teixeira a motorcycle and all that. He's generous or whatever. I wanted him to win the belt against Jan Blachowicz. I was kind of upset. I wanted him to beat
the Whaley and Still thing.
Yeah, I wanted him to beat Izzy the last time when he lost. And I'm still kind of, upset over that. I just wanted Alex to – I don't know. I like Alex. But I feel like Jamal Hill is gonna find the button. If Izzy can knock out Jamal Hill, can knock out Pereira. I feel like easily, like I'm on Jamal Hill. Like I feel super confident. That's the guy I would put my money on. That's the person if I had to put my last, if I had to bet my rent, if I had to bet my rent or my house or my mortgage, I would put it on Jamal Hill. I guess Alex sizes up pretty well. He's actually taller.
He is a big guy. He's big bodied.
But I like what Jamal Hill did to Johnny Walker. And I feel like he'll find the chin. I feel like, you know what? Alex may outstrike him for a little bit, but Alex throws himself in harm's way too.
Yeah, he thinks he can rely on his kickboxing. His kickboxing is top notch. Obviously, he was like a double belt champ or something. But I'm taking Jamal Hill plus money too. So, right?
You got to say Hill has more experience in the cage, right?
He definitely does. He definitely does.
Oh shit!
Come on, you had Hill, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm just trying to lag.
I just flipped.
Right now, Dave? This is the beer then. Then it's the beer because you had him when you were thinking sober, nice and good on your Tapology 3rd round. That was the sharp thinking right there. You should come back to us.
I get it, but you know what? This motherfucker is, besides Israel.
He's going to shoot the bow and arrow?
Besides Israel, like, honestly, who has beaten this motherfucker? And like we have underestimated this guy for so long.
That debutante from last week beat him in 2011. Remember the debut guy? He won.
Oh, Cesar Almeida.
Yeah, Cesar Almeida beat him.
Okay, that was in kickboxing back in 2013.
Yeah. Look at these red kickboxing losses.
You know what? I would feel way better if Jamal Hill had a better ground game. But if you look at Jamal Hill's ground game, I mean, his takedown average is 0.0. Granted, he's got takedown defense, but I think in the grand scheme of things, yes, he's got the more volume on the feet. Okay, let's break this down with stats. Strike line per minute, 5.00 versus 7.31. Jamal Hill has the advantage. 3.65 versus 3.35. Pretty much even, slight advantage to Alex. So Alex has better defense.
But the striking differential goes to Jamal Hill.
The volume is going to go to Jamal. If it goes to the ground, it is not going to the ground. 0.0 versus 0.19.
Probably not.
Unless Alex wants to take it down to the ground, it is not. So if this is going to be on the feet, we got a Jamal Hill versus, I guess, 7.31 versus 7. This is why I picked Jamal Hill to start off with, because I thought he was going to get the volume. I thought he might get the decision. I don't think there's going to be any knockouts here. Jamal Hill is a bad motherfucker. Fuck. And he's younger. Okay, I'm going to stay. I'm going to stay with my original fucking bet.
There you go.
My original bet. I'm going to stick with Jamal Hill.
Good, smart decision.
Yeah. This is like the only one we agree on that has good odds.
It's the only one that's not chalky, but it's all right because you know what I'm gonna do, because those earlier ones where I picked all those underdogs and pretty much almost every prelim fight I picked underdogs. I'm gonna for the sake of the show I will flip to the other side for some of them because they're just, you know, I want to make it like I can flip to Jalen Turner. I don't wanna, but I can flip to that because I'm the only one who took Moicano. And that I'm kind of reaching on that. I'm hoping Moicano is going to reach for a neck on that and get it. But that I'm willing to flip there.
Diego Lopez.
I'm on Lopez, so are you. But you got a t-shirt bet against Real Fight Picks.
Bad fucking bet.
What you guys should do is, do we have any do you Yusuff or that's right. That's Dave has to be.
We all have Marina Rodriguez, but we made the thing we can't put girls on it.
No.
So for the sake of the show, I'm willing to flip my I'm still on Tapology. I'm still taking Renato Moicano, but for the sake of the show, I'll take Jalen Turner because I do see a avenue.
Wait. You know what you guys should do? You guys should both take Yuri because I have a T-shirt bet against you. You guys should take Lopez and Yuri. I think you guys should do that because I have a T-shirt bet against you guys, and then the only fight we'll be on, I'll be rooting for you guys. If you guys beat me, I'll be cheering for you guys for the Jamal Hill, Alex Pereira. If you guys take Hill and you put Hill on your, but you don't want to do main event.
I like Sterling, I like Lopez, and I like Jalen Turner.
Dude, our fucking picks so much did not align. I think you and Dave had more in common because me and you, we couldn't even do it if we wanted to. Me and you, Ranj. If Dave wasn't here, me and you would have.
I know.
Yeah,
we should put Jamal Hill.
Better than yours.
Jamal Hill should make it.
On Tapology.
I'm surprised you guys are both taking Bobby Green over Jim fucking Miller.
I can't believe you would want to put Miller in a parlay, that 40-year-old.
Bobby Green's 37. It's a fucking difference.
But Miller had rabies.
Lyme disease. Lyme is not rabies. Rabies kills better dead than rabies kills you dead.
No.
All right. So this is what we'll do. I'm willing to flip on to Jalen Turner. So I'm going to circle Jalen Turner. He's going to make our parlay minus 205.
You should let the chat pick one.
Jamal Hill. That's one that we really did. All three of us picking Jamal Hill. So I think he should make it. And we got to pick one more. That's not a girl and that's not chalky. So someone else has to flip aside. One of you two. And it's probably you, Real Fight Picks, because me and Dave are pretty much on the same side of all these.
Well, it's hard for me to go against Sadiq because I got something on it, and
How
with
about
Yuri.
Flip that one. Flip the Aljamain.
Okay, I'll go with the what's his name? Aljo.
There you go. He's a favorite too, minus 175. So that's gonna make it our 3-leg, and I'm gonna put it in Bet Online right now to see what it pays out. So we've decided Jamal Hill plus 110. That's our plus money. Aljamain Sterling is minus 170, and Jalen Turner, for the sake of the show, minus 220. Gross. That moved since we've been doing the show. Because earlier when I wrote it down from Bet Online, it was minus 205. Now it's minus 220 because the money's been coming in since all these people have been watching my show and they found out, oh, Jalen Turner. Yeah, I'm just playing. But anyway, that's our 3-leg parlay, and that pays out a plus 385, which is good enough for me. Let me copy paste this and clean it up and post it onto the StreamYard. So Jamal Hill through to Jalen Turner. Yeah, I can't believe we only got, aside from the girl fight, the Weili Zhang, Bo Nickal, Jamal Hill, and the Marina Rodriguez. Aside from that, we couldn't agree. All three of us couldn't agree on any of it.
I don't like putting a fucking main event in our parlay.
Dude.
Well, what else you gonna do, Dave?
What I was telling you guys, I like my idea that I had, but for the sake of the show, we'll keep it rolling. My idea was that you guys have Yuri and Lopez.
I'll do that. I would do Yuri, but now I've already placed this bet. But I'll do
Yuri and Lopez all day long. I'm Lopez.
All right, we'll do two. We'll do two. Okay, let me post this one first. I'm gonna post it and clean it up. Then we'll do the Yuri, Diego. What you guys keep saying Lopez? It's Lopez. He's freaking Spanish, not Lopez.
We're just saying Lopez. It's easier to say. Lopez. Sorry,
Lisa Lopez.
Yeah, Lisa Lopez. Please stay. Isn't that? Didn't she sing that? That's Lisa Loeb.
Lopez, Sterling, and Rakic.
Yeah, no, not Rakic. Hold on. Let me do this one first? Okay, Jalen Turner. See, that's the one I'm flipping on for the sake of the show.
You guys really do, honestly. The only one you have me second guessing myself in, because I still feel confident with Bobby Green, Davison. I never felt confident about Marina and Jessica Andrade. I just don't feel. I would skip that one if I could, but I don't feel confident about Kattar anymore. I was really confident all week long.
You shouldn't.
Yeah,
and you guys
he's
like
not gonna win.
He's gonna lose.
You guys, that whole showing how he lost to Renato Moicano.
Dude, he sucks.
That's terrible, bro.
When he Moicano, he's gonna beat Jalen Turner, even though I'm doing this stupid bet here. And I did really play it, so
okay. I got Turner, Lopez, and Sterling at plus 282.
All right. So here's our first one. Plus 385. We have Jamal Hill, but I know main eventer. Aljamain Sterling and Jalen Turner. This is gonna be we're gonna do another one just because this is a unique card and we didn't agree on many. So now who you want to do this one?
I want you guys to really be united because
okay.
I know I'm gonna win a sweatshirt and a shirt.
Diego Lopez, minus 135.
Yes.
Who else did you say?
Aljamain Sterling, minus 170.
Didn't he just make our last one?
Yes,
kind of putting putting all your eggs in one basket.
Skip it.
All right. This one's going to be a little different.
Yuri Prochazka at plus 100.
Yuri. Plus
all you guys have is Charlie, right?
We can. I'll
Max?
flip. You want to do Davison Figueiredo? No, he's minus 310. Forget that. How about let's see, Yuri. Charles Oliveira, minus 225.
I like it.
Yeah.
Plus, he's plus money, right? Charles Oliveira.
Oliveira is
plus 190. Plus 190.
I like
Charles Oliveira. Let's do that one. Or Max Holloway is also plus money. Who do you think's got a better chance of winning, Holloway or Oliveira?
Oliveira.
All right, me too.
Hands down.
Me too. I like the hype right now on him. Even during the press conference, the boos that Armin Tsarukyan got. I don't know. Fans love Charles Old Du Bronx. So those three. Oh my goodness, it's such a good number too because we got 2 plus money, plus 919.
Damn,
919.
I'd feel confident if Charles wins. I would feel super confident, but you won't know until later.
So that's Lopez, Prochazka, and Oliveira.
I can't wait to post it. I'm going to post it. This is a good one. This one.
I got plus 833.
That's a good one.
That's fucking awesome. Lopez, Yuri, and Charles Oliveira. I love those. Those are fucking locks in my fucking book right here. I'm putting the mortgage on this one.
Don't play stupid, Dave, because then that's what's going to mess it all up. Be modest with your gambling. If you get greedy, that's when the gods frown upon that.
$25 bet pays you $250.
Okay, that's reasonable. Don't do no stupid $300.
$100 bet pays you $1,000.
That's a good one. Diego Lopez, Prochazka, Oliveira, plus 919 in my book. There's that and posted 3-leg parlay plus 919. Diego Lopez, Yuri Prochazka, and Charles Oliveira, all on Bet Online. I love it. Now, yeah, we've met. We're at the 3 hour and 10 minute mark. I think it's about time we call it after midnight here. Where'd Dave go? He's already, what is he, taking a piss?
He's still He's still raging. He's raging right now. Yeah, no, I have a good episode of that amazing show. What is that? It's life changing after you watch it. Jersey Shore. I have a Jersey Shore episode to go catch up on. I paid money for it too from Amazon Prime.
Why? Snooki in that?
I want to see Ronnie and Sam reunite. They're finally gonna. What's her name?
Goodness. I don't even know who those people. I just know Snooki. I don't even know what you're talking about.
They haven't all been in the same room in like 20 years. The next episode, they're finally gonna be all together.
I'd watch Holly Holm and Fight Valley again before I watch Jersey Shore.
Exactly. Thank you.
Oh man, I watched that on my vacation. I'll never forget that shit. My whole family came in. I was embarrassed. I started watching it, and they like usually follow my lead on stuff, and they all just kind of trickled in the room, and I was like, I'm embarrassed.
It's got a good storyline, kind of.
Yes.
And then Misha Tate was the backstab, and she was the ironic change of fate. Like she was the good guy, but
she was the twist. She was the twist. The plot twist.
She was really the bad guy, and Chris Cyborg was supposed to be the bad guy, and she was actually the good. Like I don't know. It was fun. Good movie. Mm-hmm. Anyway, there's our two parlays. This one is minus or plus 385. Humble, good. We got a couple not chalky, but a couple favorites, and Jamal Hill. And then this one, boom, plus 919, Yuri Charles. Because you know why it's plus 9? Because Charles plus 190. That's why.
Bad up. Yeah.
What?
Got way better than that.
That is fantastic. I'm definitely. I already placed the bet. I might mess around with it, but I have to. All right, I'm going to put in my Tapology and crash. This card starts tomorrow, 3:00 for you guys, 6:00 for me. I'm looking forward to it. And then we got Rakic, Sodi, Gaethje. Lock it in. You want to see what that pays out? I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to lock it in, but I'll tell you what it pays out. Who we got? Gaethje.
You can switch out Sadiq for Bobby Green if you wanted. You have a little variation.
Gaethje, Sodiq, Yusuff. I mean, I don't hate it. These guys are this is a good card, man. And who's your third one?
Gaethje, Sadiq, and Rakic.
Okay, Rakic. That's your worst pick out of these three.
Plus 558, and Rakic is not going to win that one. And Sadiq is not going to win that.
Plus 550.
And Max Holloway is a fucking coin toss.
Plus, you know what? I'll throw a scratch off on that parlay. I'll throw $10. $10 to win me. $10 to win me 55-20.
Now we're talking.
Place your bet. There you go.
Don't like
if I win that, if I win that, you'll get a T-shirt from me for Rakic.
Yes,
right? Because we got that.
What we got here?
I got Sadiq Yusuff over Diego BS haircut.
You got me?
Yeah, and that's a sweatshirt. Even though we're coming up to summertime, we can. I guess in Canada, where you live at.
I live in the mountains, man. I can use hoodies all the time.
Okay, not me, but I'll just. It'll be like a trophy until next winter.
There you go. Put it in a frame. All right, next. Who else we got? Who else are you losing to? Ranch has a.
I got a T-shirt bet with. I got Rakic.
And
holy shit,
our T-shirt bets Jury Prochazka and Rakic over Rakic.
That's a lock.
Oh, god damn! Real Fight Picks is going to be spending some money tonight.
Oh man, on that damn import tax, export tax, or whatever.
Bad bets. All right
is right. Did we Oh, Charles Oliveira. That's right. Okay, because after we're done here, I'm gonna mess around with some parlays, but I have to put my Tapology picks in now before I go to sleep, so I don't forget in the morning.
I forgot 2 weeks ago.
I don't want to mess up this one.
Yeah, I forgot 2 weeks ago. I'm locked in though. I got my Tapology group 926.
There you
go.
The
best group in the world.
Lock that shit in.
Yeah,
I did.
All right. Well, you guys both have good luck tomorrow in your picks, and yeah, I'll probably be. When I watch these, I cut off the rest of the world pretty much,
Same.
except for girl fights. That's when I go out and smoke. But anyway, yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you, chat, for sticking through with us. And it's been a long one. It's at over 3 hours. So I got to clean out my StreamYard crap before I have to increase my size. You know, before every episode, I have to delete videos so I can have more space. So I don't have to pay the extra $50 to make space in my library, whatever. So anyway.
Smart.
Oh, no, Alan. Better late than never. Yeah, you just missed it. We're just ending right now. But look, here's our two. We made 2 3-leg parlays because we couldn't agree on shit. Here's our first one, plus 385. We got Jamal Hill, Aljamain Sterling, Jalen Turner. First one. And I'm really not for Turner, but I did it for the sake of the bet. Second one's real juicy. Boom. Diego Lopez, Yuri Prochazka, and Charles Oliveira. And this one I am more confident in because I do agree on all 3 of these guys. So anyway, good luck, chat. Good luck, you two. And yeah, see, I had nothing going next weekend. The following weekend after that is my daughter's and my birthday. So I don't know what's going to happen there. Still might do a show Friday, though. But yeah, good luck tomorrow. Thank you and good night.
Thanks, guys.
No.